Can you hear me?
Again. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
hi.
Okay,
I'm gonna
good.
have
Sorry, I
myself
just wanted to
muted.
make sure.
I'm gonna have myself muted so I can finish my burger.
Oh, okay.
You didn't bring it up to share with the group?
No.
So disappointed in you.
You can't
Homemade
bring in a
burgers, I can't say no.
You can't bring in a snack unless you bring enough for the whole group.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I got more. Got plenty more.
Plural. Okay. I'm pretty sure I gave you guys experience last time.
Yeah.
Did you guys level up? Take that into consideration?
Mhm.
I think so. We did at the end,
Yeah.
right?
I think so.
I did the one speed, so I have one more defense.
That's right. Brittany, I know you ducked out right away, so maybe you didn't. But I think,
Oh, I might not have.
yeah, 'cause
What
I know,
is-
yeah, Nick Sage and I kind of stuck around for a bit. And
Oh no, I wrote it down and then I was like, have not chosen.
Yeah.
Well, I should do that. I have 2 stat points that I just haven't added.
Yep, do that.
What the
Or at
hell?
least- yeah, or at least give it some thought.
Yeah, well, since I don't really know what to add them to. Like, I can't add anything more to my magic to make me better at killing things with magic.
But that's potential health, though.
Yeah.
That's true. Which is kind of cool. Like you add just any stat can kind of boost your health pool.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at, like, what kind of skills do I have? I guess what would benefit the most from... Okay, I got it. I'll pick the thing. Gonna add 1 to agility, and 1 to perception. Done.
I'm gonna start needing to upgrade my perception.
You gotta do something
My
Since
one eye
bl-
has to
You're
be-
blinded.
to try to offset that penalty you have. Was that? I'll have to- I'll have
One
to look
eye
at
I
it.
have.
Oh, actually, I already have it open. I can't remember if it was -1 or -2. Yeah, just -1.
Thank you.
You said I remember you say it was -1 to perception and like all ranged weapons. So where's my
Right.
perception?
Yep. Yeah, so -1
Modifier
penalty on ranged attack
-1.
rolls and on sight-based perception rolls.
Oh, okay. So I'll just keep that as 0, but any sight-based perception will just
Yeah, I'll just kind
modify.
of do it in my head. I'll just kind of penalize you when I interpret it. But yeah, I mean, 1 point not gonna be a huge deal, but that may just be a
Oh
little
yeah,
more,
it can.
that may be a little bit more flavor I just throw in, or if it's something where you can see like you're just gonna be at a severe disadvantage. You'll have to strengthen your other senses. Become like that.
Listen, I'm just gonna.
He's
have
not
to
completely
hear-
blind.
I know.
I'm gonna have to hear
We can
everything.
fix that, though.
You know the song Pinball Wizard? I'm gonna be that guy eventually. I
You know,
can't hear, see, nothing, but I can do it.
Mick only has to get incapacitated one more time, where he could possibly lose that other eye.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gonna suck.
Or you can just let me take it right now. Oh.
I'll stab you. It's your fault. You're the reason why I'm in this mess. Cause I tried to save you.
I gotta say though, now that we've lived through a character essentially like kind of dying, like losing other health points, I feel a little bit better about it. Because you do have to roll pretty terrible on the table to die.
Actually,
Yeah.
die.
Right. Because as we started playing this system, getting into combats, we realized how quick and deadly they could be. Or like just a few rolls could just swing it wildly one way or the other. It's like, oh, I mean, this could very possibly like result in player deaths just like right away. But
Yeah.
I don't know if it will. I think it'll just. I think we'll kind of try to keep the difficulty where it is, but we may just end up in some more Mick maiming, and he may end up being a robot man by the end.
That's what I'm
That'd
planning
be
to do.
cool. I feel like that's kind of his dream, even though he doesn't know it yet, maybe.
He'd be like,
Like,
Krang
I'm
from the
gonna
original
eventually-
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, just a brain in a robot suit.
I'm gonna need to get a steampunk robot eye.
Ooh.
That's gonna be spiffy.
Put that on your to-do list. Okay,
Gonna
anything
have
else
to fill
before
it
we
with
kind
coal
of
every now and then.
anything else before we jump into a quick recap and pick up where we
I
left
think
off?
so.
I think
just-
we're good.
Yeah, I mean, we had a half stopping point, like a soft stopping point is kind of what we came to
Yeah.
last week. I know we kind of dicked around the matter a little bit more. That you discovered the well last week.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
well.
right
I
in the
discovered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were really on top of it, and we were. Well, I was really.
Because nobody cares.
Yeah, because we picked up kind of in the middle of, the session before, which is kind
Makes
of at a
mental
the middle of
breakdown.
things. Mick continued to run around like just a crazy maniac, investigating everything, becoming super paranoid.
Yeah, increasingly obsessed with the mystery of this mansion.
Yes.
And I'm finding pieces.
Yeah. I think you guys had decided to have Mick sneak back into that kind of library study-ish office room in the tower that the other two of you hadn't been in before, so that you guys could just check it out. You guys couldn't get the door open, so Mick was going to go sneak through the window again. You sent him outside, he found a ladder, was going to do that, and then got distracted because he saw a robot walk in the woods. Raced off after it. Saw that this is,
Ooh, shiny.
yeah, Art or Bart or, one of these servant robots was dumping something in a well. Discovered it was body parts. Hard to say of what or who. Mick got Josephine to check it out. I think Alistair just didn't give a crap.
Typical Alistair.
Yeah, so you guys, Mick and Josephine checked it out, but didn't really know what to do with it. Just kind of squirreled away the information. After that, I know at some point, maybe even while Mick was investigating stuff, that Josephine and Alistair returned to the room with the man in it. He again spotted some nonsense, acting like he was getting ready to charge into battle. Like, wanted you guys to bring him his armor and dress him and that kind of thing. And
I like how they just were like, yeah, we'll get your armor, and then never came back.
Alistair, just in true Alistair fashion, just let's just close the door. We'll just ignore him.
We'll just forget about it.
Just ignore.
Not really a problem.
Yeah, this is the best way to deal with this.
Just ignore them and they'll go away.
Yeah. Also, first thing, Alistair also got reunited with Aurelia. Gave you a very nice gift. Still not sure what she was up to at night, how she got out, where she went. But she got a present for you, so. Then she went off to, I think she went off to find a new dress and to start maybe looking into the pageant scene in a way, getting you guys involved in.
Yeah, the balls, like
the balls.
all the high class
galas,
parties
that's what I was
that
looking
people
for.
have.
Yep, where all the high class businessmen get together and just throw money around, just to further cement. Because you're still trying to, become gorgeous weatherman.
The third.
Yeah, you have his house. That's about the extent of it.
His company.
Yep.
Slowly but surely.
His life.
Slowly trying to make that official. There are some strange things going on in the manor, I think. But I think the next major thing happened when a man showed up at the house, pounding on the door. Turned out to be an employee of Gorgeous Gowns. I'm a nervous little man. Came in, was convinced fairly quickly that Alistair, you were just kind of acting in Weatherman's stead, and he explained to you that one of your factories had come under attack by something. Monsters, creatures, boogeymen. People were dead.
Something.
No work's getting done. You guys are going to take a huge profit hit. You assured him that you were essentially just the fixer. You fix things. And you guys all together decided, okay, let's just go to the warehouse, sort things out. It would kind of be kind of sucky if the business went down in flames just as you were kind of taking it over.
Yeah.
Think of the profits.
Yeah, you did a little research. You did find out that there's only 2 factories that this guy has, and the one that's under attack is kind of the biggest one. It's just down the street from his house. So you go there, you find it abandoned at first. Kind of all the lights are out. Quiet, kind of spooky. Immediately, you guys split up because Mick just starts racing into the middle of the warehouse, which is just cluttered with machinery and product and things. He's gone. Josephine and Alistair, you stuck together. You kind of snuck around the edges, being a little bit more tactical. In the first corner, I think something reached for Josephine, like from the ceilings, from the rafters. A long claw, tentacle, something. Alistair, being quick, pushed her out of the way. And you guys kind of got away from that situation. As you did that, you heard a gunshot coming from the general direction of where Mick had run off. And as you guys kind of get back together in the center of the factory, you see that Mick has happened upon a couple of these creatures, which are just towering, kind of 8 foot tall, very thin, like long arms, like dragging on the ground behind them, claws, the whole thing, whole 9 yards, trying to eat Mick. You engaged in a scuffle. It was tense. Alistair, I think you got roughed up pretty good. Josephine even took some hits. But I think it's fair to say Mick took the worst of it. He did okay when he was still away from the group, kind of 1v1 up in the top.
I was fine when I was 1v1ing. I killed that guy, and then I go into the party, and then everything just goes to hell.
The rolls for the creatures were pretty garbage to start with. I mean, couldn't hit anything. Then Mick runs over to join the bigger group, get together, team up, and just takes a couple just nasty shots. And he took a magic breath kind of attack right to the eyeball. Your eyeball's just destroyed. Took some slashes and went down for the count. You ended up concussed for some other reason. Then you ended up losing your eye from the injury table.
I thought the concussed was part of the injury table. Like, I get concussed and lose an eye.
It was part of the injury table.
Okay, you're right. Also lose some concussed from the attack. That's right, that was the breath attack. Right in the head, right in the dome. Concussed him, took his eye out. You're able to... Oh, I think Josephine finished off the last creature.
Barely.
Yeah, well,
no lie, rolled
to
the
run.
exact number of damage that she needed
dragging Mick.
to kill it. It was something like he had 3 health left, you did 3 damage, or something like that.
Yeah, it was
Just
intense.
enough.
She pulled out all the stops.
Yep, yeah, there was a lot of feat point use and getting extra attacks, extra damage, and healing you guys yourself, avoiding attacks, having damage, like, you just... It was all in. So that's kind of where we stopped. The battle has just ended. You've already kind of dragged Mick away. He slowly kind of rouses from unconsciousness. A little woozy. You have 1 vitality point, because that's what happens when you come out of concussed state.
Yep.
Just naturally right after a battle. You quickly realize that you've lost an eye. Your vision's funny, and you kind of start patting yourself. Yo, am I still here? Am I okay? And you realize that your face, like your eye region, really, that's where a lot of the pain is. And you kind of touch it, and there's just, I mean, nothing there. Just a mess.
Just a hole. Oh, man.
Alistair's kind of off to the side. He had thrown some sniper bullets into the battle at the end.
I imagine Alistair's just still standing there with a grenade in his hand on the pin, just ready.
Is this the time? Is this the time?
Am I good now? Throw it?
I should throw this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, now's definitely the time.
Is it time for the grenade yet?
Earlier.
I've already pulled the pin. Please say yes. So, Mick kind of comes to. You guys get a couple breaths to kind of collect yourselves. The warehouse is silent. There's those kind of creatures' bodies are just laying, slain around.
As soon as Mick realizes his eye's gone, he's just gonna exclaim, "Ow!"
Yeah.
I think it's appropriate. That's it. That's all he says, is just "ow" very loudly. Ow! Holding his eye.
Alistair comes walking over with the walking stick, just like, so what's up?
Walking with it, leaning on it.
Yeah.
Him cane.
So how's everybody doing?
Probably could have gone better.
Rolling on the floor, holding my eye.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know, but I'm gonna wager it has something to do with his eye.
It's gone!
He's got another one.
That's kind of unfortunate.
What do you want me to do about it? Shouldn't you know some first aid?
I don't think first aid's going to help me get my eye back.
Yeah, I guess the real trick would have been not getting hit in the first place.
Yeah, you were very good as a sponge for soaking up all that those hits. I thank you.
Why do I continue to stay with you guys?
Because you get rich with us.
You've given me 2 gold out of the 500.
It's more than nothing.
Wait, you gave him some of the gold?
No, actually, he never gave me any of that. These are 2 gold I made. My bad. You
Yeah.
didn't give me shit.
Yeah, I haven't used any of it.
I think I deserve a little bit of gold right now.
He's just looking for something.
Maybe if I rub the gold on my eye, I'll be fine.
Just like stick it in the socket.
That's disgusting.
So, yeah.
Here comes Coin Eye.
My name will change from Mick Anik to something more ridiculous.
He keeps asking people if they want to see a trick.
You guys want to see a trick? Heads or tails?
Well, at least you get to wear an eye patch now.
Ooh, we can be proper sky pirates now.
Be Captain
Nice.
It's all
Crumb.
coming together. All you need is a parrot and a peg leg. You ready to
I was
set
gonna say I got the peg arm at least.
No, that's true.
It's close enough.
It's close enough. I like my legs,
So,
just like I liked my eye.
you think we're done here? I think that's everything.
I hope we are.
Regardless of whether we're actually done, I don't think any of us are very capable of continuing forth anyways. Should just seal this place back up and come back tomorrow.
Seems fair.
I say next year.
Nobody asked you.
Actually,
You
you could
guys-
always leave him at home.
You guys can come back on your own. I ain't coming back here. I'm scarred for life,
I'll ask.
physically and mentally.
Emotional.
I will ask Mr. Turner if he knows of a good doctor. Would that make you feel better?
Yes. It would, but it's kind of concerning how you're offering help. Weird. Ew.
A lot of things should concern you, but that is not one of them.
We'll go with it for now. Ow. I'm in no condition to argue.
All right, let's go home.
Woo!
So you guys slowly start making your way back the way you came towards the main entrance. All you roll me detection rolls.
Crab baskets.
Would that be
Yes.
sight?
I said just roll it. I'm not gonna tell you ahead of time.
What the fuck?
Unless it's specifically something where you guys are prompting the roll. I mean, you
Well,
roll,
the
you roll
reason
garbage
why-
anyway.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm too distracted on the pain.
You guys start making your
hurts.
way, towards the exit. Mick's just groaning and
I
complaining.
did the wrong one. Oh my god.
Yeah, deception.
I rolled
not
deception.
Are you trying to lie your way?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yours was
I
worse
think-
than mine.
Yeah, I think what's happening is Mick and Alistair are kind of traveling together. Mick's just complaining nonstop and whining and bemoaning his eye. Alistair is just losing his mind already, just listening to him complain.
Yep.
Josephine's a little bit away from the group, or at least she's a little more
Kind of paying
patient.
attention to what's
Yeah.
going on around me.
Yeah. You hear what sounds like someone moaning nearby, aside from Mick. At first, you think it's Mick, but then you realize it's a second person, making kind of similar noises to what Mick is making.
Ugh.
Well,
My eye.
Is he saying his eye too? Please. I can have someone I can relate with.
Yeah, it's another half-blind gobber.
Yes, make another
the odds.
What are you saying?
Well, I'm curious.
Okay.
Are you gonna alert us, or are you just gonna like wander off?
No, I'm gonna alert you. Just be like, hey, I hear something else.
What? What's something else? What are you talking about?
Sounds like a person.
Now that she's kind of stopped you, and Mick shuts his mouth for 2 seconds, Josephine kind of gives you like the, hold on, quiet for a second. And then all three of you hear it. And it feels like, you kind of hear, it sounds like someone in pain. And you feel like, sounds like dragging or scratching maybe.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Are they trying to crawl away? Do they not have a leg?
Where's it coming from?
For simplicity's sake, we'll say the map you fought on is, north. North is the top. You guys, you came from the southeast. We'll say this is kind of, towards the east, kind of towards the area that Josephine and Alistair may have gotten to eventually, had they not, run to save Mick.
Yeah.
A little bit, not on your way to the door.
Swear to God, if it's another one of those things, I'm out.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
We'll
I don't know
walk
about you
over
guys,
there.
but I am dumb enough to go investigate that.
If you guys, all right,
We could just run. We could just run away and leave Mick behind.
I'm outvoted.
Should be a nice
I don't want to be
distraction.
by myself right now. Are you kidding me?
Mick, stay here.
Yeah, so-
Don't say a word. Bye.
No. Take
Too
it
late.
with you.
Too late. We're already gone.
Guess we're all going.
Okay, so you guys kind of wander in that general direction that you hear this noise. At first, you're not quite sure where it's coming from, but as you get a little bit further along, it's easier to figure it out. You round one bank of machinery, and there on the floor is the shape outline of what appears to be a man, laying on the floor, kind of grabbing at the ground with one hand as if he's trying to drag himself along.
Oh no.
It appears he's missing an arm and most of a leg. You can't tell his race. Really can't even tell his gender. He does appear to be wearing like some kind of battle armor.
We should probably do something about that.
Put him out of his misery and take his.
That's what I was gonna say.
Were you just saying you know a great doctor? God damn it, Alistair.
Well, you think he's gonna turn like the other thing? We didn't see that, so.
I saw it.
Yeah, mix
Yeah.
up.
It was the single most terrifying moment in my life.
But then I think it got up and killed you. Pretty
Is he?
much.
Then it
Is he?
got up.
Is he just like?
Shot
Is he just like fucked up looking? Like, is that why we can't tell like who he is?
Because he's on his
He's
stomach
so
and he's just kind of pawing at the ground. He's also wearing some kind of helmet.
Oh, I'm gonna bend down and like lift his head up so I can see
Oh,
him.
come on!
It's an open. He's wearing an open face steel helmet. Almost something like medievally. He does appear to be a man, human, elven, something of that of that nature. He kind of just looks at you. He squints his eyes. He says, "Did we do it? Have we found?"
I don't know what you
victory?"
did. I don't know what you did, but we did it.
I smack Alistair on the back of the head. Yes, we did it. I gestured him too, and I'm like,
What? You didn't do anything. He was dying over here.
shut the fuck up.
He kind
Are
of
you okay?
turns and kind of sees Mick. It's hard to tell if he sees anything really. His eyes are kind of keep crossing, and he says, we were in time? Yes."
Yes.
In time
That is-
for what?
It has not been triggered. The great weapon. Tell me we were in time.
I
Almost
kind of
for
look at
nothing.
the conditions that he's in, and I'm like, yeah, we were in time. It's
Definitely
all
in
good.
time. We got
We
it.
did it.
He goes. You see him kind of nod a little bit. And Alistair's still kind of holding his head.
Just like holding it up, like.
Yes. That is very good news. How many did we lose?
I kind of shake my head a little bit. I'm like, I don't know.
Too many.
7.
He seems to kind of just nod again. Clearly, maybe he's not even hearing you guys. He says,
I'm gonna go. Can't really hear
We
us.
each gave different answers, and he's just like, I understand.
He's like, okay, cool.
He just says, then it's all been worth it. Thank you.
Oh no.
Did he die?
You die in your
He
hands.
still seems to be there.
Oh, he's still alive. Like if he, I was touching a dead person, I was be like, nope.
Ew, gross.
Starts shrieking about cooties.
I don't need the dead people germs on me. I take a shower.
Your death is contagious.
Yeah.
Apparently, missing limbs.
You think he's gonna make it?
Well, at the very least, we should
Try
to get him help.
Good idea. Carry him.
Oh God.
You wanted to be the good. You want to be the good Samaritan. That's your
Pick him
job.
up.
Well, let's stop his bleeding from his, bleeding appendages.
Yes.
Okay, Josephine, Mick and Alistair kind of back away, like, hey, you touch him. Josephine, you stoop down, you start kind of trying to pick him up as best you can. He's missing limbs.
I'm like, I got a mess up eye. I can't do it.
Yeah.
And he coughs a little bit and says, no, do not trouble yourself for me. I have done my job. And he kind of...
Nope, you heard him. Let's leave him.
But if you live, you can do more.
Not really the point. I continue like kind of picking him up, and I'm like, okay, let's go now.
Yeah, you pick him up and you kind of, you almost get like his face is kind of near yours, and he kind of squints at you and he goes, do I know you?
Nope.
I don't know. Maybe not.
He just
You're
kind of...
delirious, man.
Yeah, he just kind of nods and you see his eyes kind of shut and he lets you kind of throw him over his shoulder, however you're going to kind of carry him.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the three of you head for the front door.
Man, this guy's crazy.
God damn it.
He's missing 2 limbs. He has lost, I'm sure, most of his blood. I would be crazy. I'm crazy and I only lost an eye.
You're always crazy.
Alright, so you leave. I think it was evening we first came.
Yeah.
Yeah, like early afternoon, evening-ish.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the twilight hour, about now, but kind of dusky. So you leave through the office and you go out the front door. The streets are pretty quiet. A couple people, just kind of walking the street. This kind of area is more like warehouses, storehouses. Not a lot of traffic. You start making your way back to Gorgeous Manor.
Don't mind us. We're just carrying a dead person.
He's not dead yet. God damn it.
What are we doing with him?
Taking him to the doctor.
Hospital or
What
a doctor.
Where?
You said you know one.
I said I would ask Mr. Turner for one because I thought that Mick, being in not the critical condition that he is, could then wait for one eventually. But he's probably going to die within the next hour. Probably not even then. I'm not a doctor, though. But
Well, then let's look for a
my
doctor
guess.
nearby.
All right, you want to ask a random person?
Yeah,
Better-
let me just go up and be like, hey, look at my face. I need a doctor.
I mean, you all have
over
clearly
here.
been in some kind of kerfluffle. There's been some kind of fight. You're all kind of bleeding and cut up, and there are a couple stray people just out walking the street. People who get near enough to see you three, they kind of give you that long look as they walk past you.
Oh. Nobody cares.
One guy's kind of walking on the same side of the street as you, and he kind of goes across the street when he gets close enough to see you guys.
Motherfucker! Hey, buddy!
Roll me and intimidation.
Please crit this. Please.
Oh, and as a side note, criticals are not the same in this as they are in D&D 5e. A critical in Iron Kingdoms is when both dies match. When you roll doubles. And there is no basic critical attack scheme. Like, in D&D, like every attack, if you crit it, you did like, double damage or whatever. In this, there's only certain attacks and certain weapons will have a critical damage component or a critical hit component.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it doesn't matter. Because some weapons will say, on a critical hit, do bonus damage. On a critical hit, do some kind of injury, something. Side note, 13. The guy stops. He just kind of like stares at you, wide-eyed. He's a young man, kind of scruffy face. He's walking a dog.
Say, hey, good evening.
Looks at you and says, I don't want no trouble.
Oh, it kind of like looks down, like, oh, right. I kind of like I'm kind of all bloody.
Yeah, you guys are like roughed up, bloody, carrying weapons.
Oh.
One of you has a body over your shoulder. It's an intimidating. Yeah, one's one-eyed. It's an intimidating sight.
Oh, don't worry about that. But can I just ask you, do you know a good doctor?
Doctor, I suppose so.
Or surgeon. I need an eye.
Great. Can you point us in the direction of them, please?
Okay, yeah, sure. There's Dr. Sparrow's clinic is a couple streets over. 2 streets over, parallel to this one. He just kind of points in the direction. There's signs.
Thank you so much, and I like put both my arms.
Oh
on his
my
shoulder.
God, you're
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a good night now.
He kind of shakes, and you guys you let him go. And you start walking away. You hear the dog bark at you a little bit, and you hear the man like say to the dog, "No, don't antagonize them. Let's go."
I imagine that while Alistair's having that conversation, Mick's just like petting the dog.
The dog bites you.
Yeah, pretty much.
You lose a finger. Okay, so I'll assume you guys are gonna try to make your way a couple streets over.
Straight to the clinic. Power walking.
Okay.
As best I can, I guess.
Yeah, you hurry as much as you can. I mean, Mick's severely wounded. You're carrying a body. So you find the next intersection. You cut over 2 streets, kind of looking around, and in to the right, down the right branch of the street, you can kind of see a larger building. There's swinging signs out front, clearly denote it as a medical facility. You think that's got to be it. You go up to the building.
Arch.
Okay.
Is it open? Is it just?
No, the door. There's a door shut. Also,
No, like is it?
Oh, open
Does it
for
look
business.
like
You see some lights on in the windows.
oh, I guess
Going straight in.
there's no. I have no proper etiquette, so yeah, we'll just walk in.
Okay. Yeah, the door opens. I mean, it's not locked. This is a place of business. You open the door. A little bell, ting ting ting, chimes to let you know. Let them know you're coming. Walk in. You're kind of in this. It opens up to this little sitting room, much like a modern doctor's waiting office. There is a gobber sitting on a high chair behind a desk, sorting papers. And he looks up. He says, "Welcome to Whoa! What happened to you lot?"
It's a very long and interesting story, and we're willing to tell you it, but we kind of need help right now.
Immediate medical attention.
Of course, I'll go get I'll go get Dr. Sparrow, and he hops off his stool and runs into opens the door in the back of it behind his desk and disappears. Wait a couple of minutes. Luckily, there's no one else, in the waiting room at this point.
I bet if someone walked in, they'd just walk right back out.
Nope.
Or it would probably just like if they try to go in front of us, I'd be like, no.
There's no stare at him like, huh?
Nope. My broken arm can wait. I'll come back tomorrow. Are you guys gonna stand? You want to sit down, lounge, read a magazine or something, or?
Yeah, I'll pop a squat. I'll just sit down.
That's appropriate. Alistair's just like, all right, I'll just lounge out here for no big deal. Okay, so you wait a couple minutes. No one's coming. As you're waiting, Josephine, you feel the gentleman kind of move a little bit. I assume you see.
I probably wouldn't have waited for longer than 30 seconds.
Okay, so you just go find the doctor.
Otherwise, I'm like just walking through. Like I'm finding a place where I can set him down that looks like it's safe, like an examination room or something, and then I'm just like finding the doctor.
Okay.
You're taking the initiative.
Are you two gonna follow her?
Yes.
I mean, I will.
I'll look.
I need a doctor.
Yeah, screw it.
Okay.
It's like I see her like just go like behind like.
You guys.
screw it.
Yeah.
I like the way she thinks.
Yeah, the gobber disappears. Josephine, you guys are waiting for like 15, 20, 25 seconds. Josephine's just tapping her feet, and then she's fine, just like, yeah, screw this, we're going. And she just charges, around the desk, following where the gobber went, through the only door. You two, hurry up to catch up. The door opens up into a long hallway. Looks like there's rooms on either side, like all the way down. And then it looks like the hallway kind of turns as well. There are some beds kind of lined up along the hallway. It's a pretty wide hallway. The first room you kind of come to looks like an open, what you think of as a hospital room. There's some, some crude equipment, a bed, a bowl of water, and no one's in it.
Well, that's where I'm putting him down.
Okay. Find the first open room, plop him on the bed. He moves a little bit, kind of groans enough to know he's still there, and back out into the hallway.
Yeah.
All three of you start going down the hallway, just looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Just as you kind of start out, you pass like the next room. You see a patient in there. Seems unconscious. Then at the far end of the hallway, coming around the corner, is a silver-haired man, followed by the gobber. They're briskly walking. Walking towards this guy. You imagine this world. He's kind of like a doctor's coat of some sort. He has a symbol on to know who he is. He comes up to you and says, "My assistant tells me there's gravely injured."
I kind of grab him like before he can even get the first reference.
He's already like trying to like look you. Okay.
And I'm kinda, like, we're just like going down the hallway and Okay.
So
I think the situation requires more than just a power walk, boys.
Okay. So
I'm just like,
Josephine just grabs him by his shoulders. Nope, doctor, this way. Spins him around, just starts like pushing him ahead of her, just steering him down the hallway. You shove him in that first room, and he kind of collects himself, just coat, and goes, "What? It's just, what is this? Is this some kind of joke?" And you kind of push past him. You see the man is no longer on the bed. Instead is an ash outline of a man.
Oh, God, of course. Nope, I'm out. Nope.
I grab Mick by the collar.
Nope.
There's no role for you.
I don't wanna.
You're recovering from a concussion. You got one eye. You have one vitality point. Joseph can pretty much just swing you around.
Smack me and I'm dead.
Doctor he goes over to the bed and he looks at it and he turns to you guys and says, "What's going on here? Is this a prank? I see you guys are injured."
I'm gonna go like his frustration with my own frustration.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I'm gonna point to the bed at the
there, and we thought we were doing the helpful thing by bringing them to bringing them somewhere where they could get medical aid. And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck their problem was. Try to be a good Samaritan. Try to do the right thing. And then I kind of like shove Mick in his direction. I'm like, you can very clearly see that he is missing an eye. So maybe if you could just treat him, that would be great.
Okay.
Damn.
Roll me.
I was like, holy crap.
That sounds like intimidation. And you can go ahead and just boost it because that was fierce.
Jesus. So I kind of like step away from her. Like,
yeah, Mick's just kind of like, oh my god.
Okay.
She's pushing him around towards him, and he's just like, okay.
He catches like Mick, because you can just, you full on just boost him. Mick like leaves the ground temporarily, hits the doctor. Doctor kind of steadies him, and he goes, "Oh, of course, yes."
Yeah.
Wow, look at you, son.
I can roll for this for some sleight of hand if you want, but I feel like I'm just so mad. I want to make like a sweeping motion across the bed with my arm to like I'm knocking the ash off. Mm-hmm. But then you can manage to like manipulate it so that it all just kind of like flows off the bed into like a garbage can or something.
Okay, I gotcha.
Just like dramatic, and then somehow the bed's clean again.
Okay.
And then Alistair just gives her like a look like, what? What did you?
Why'd you
Just
do that?
the look, just really.
So do you want to make a roll to try to do this without other people seeing outside of
want me
Alistair?
to
Because who cares?
Do you want me to roll for it, or do you want...
You can roll me a stealth or something. I think that's kind of agility based, and it's or roll me an unskilled like arcane check.
Can
something
I
like
do? Can I do it like a? I can roll either arcane or I can roll like sneak or something, like a sneaky.
Yeah, sneak is what I meant, not stealth. Sneak.
Okay, I'm gonna pay to boost that. I'm gonna pay a feat point to boost that.
Okay.
Either way, Mick's not gonna try and see this. He can't see anything.
Hey,
Oh
that's
my
it.
god! If
Yeah,
you didn't
I mean-
roll that boosted feat point, you would have gotten a full crit.
Yeah, you
I
kind of
just want
like
to.
like the doctor's preoccupied with Mick, and he already kind of moving for the door, and you kind of just shoulder past him a little bit and spin as you kind of do your magic, wax on, wax off move. And as you spin, you kind of position yourself where no one can see past. You're kind of between everyone else and the bed, so all they see is your back. And when you spin away, the bed's clear. The doctor's already halfway out the room. No one has any idea, that you did it. But you hear as the doctor, if everyone kind of funnels into the hallway, and the doctor's leading Mick to a different room, you hear him say to his assistant, "Oh, whatever that mess is in there, clean that up, please."
Yeah, that wasn't weird at all.
Nope, not at all. I give Alistair a very hard look, like.
He's like, no, I don't want to deal with this right now.
Slowly at his like. I was like, yes, good.
So, I keep wanting to call him Dr. Parsons, and that's not right. Dr. Sparrow.
Dr. Parsons.
I've done it like 3 times. You're Mr. Parson. So Dr. Sparrow is leading Mick into the next open room. Are you two going to follow along with him? The assistant has
I
kind of
feel
turned
like-
face, and he's starting to head back towards the room he's supposed to clean up. But what do you two want to do, Josephine and Alistair?
I feel like at this point I want to take advantage of the fact that I now have an opportunity to like rest or like lie down. I'm just gonna go find a bed and like go
Beautiful.
to sleep.
Okay, Alistair?
You just pass out.
Fucking like wake me up when we're done, and I just like go pass out on a bed.
I like it.
And then I'm thinking to myself, man, she's sleep deprived. She sleeps a lot, huh?
Well, I mean, I'm exhausted. I almost died, and I mean, like I was like a police officer. I was a soldier. I know that like, you gotta
Sleep is
sleep when
best.
you can. Sometimes.
Okay, Josephine, you find an open bed. It didn't seem like the hospital is very crowded. You saw that one person you walked by before. Otherwise, you've just seen empty rooms. You find a nice spot. Pull the curtain shut behind you and flop on the bed. And sleep, relax, whatever. Take a moment to catch yourself. Alistair, what are you up to?
Yeah, did you?
I know what I'm gonna do.
Any?
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go bother another patient.
Oh my
Beautiful.
god.
Okay. So Mick heads into another room with the doctor. Josephine is take a nap, or at least get herself away from the situation for a little while. Alistair's
Yeah,
heading off
just like I
to.
just want to rest.
And
Yeah, to
Alistair
probably
is going
fake it
to
till he
be
makes
Mick
it
for a
again.
minute.
Yep.
Alistair's going to be Mick for a minute.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute. And a side note, the NSLEY 1721. Thank you for the follow and welcome to our little I don't know what you would even call this. Hospital of
Gathering.
Horrors for tonight. Okay. We'll go with Mick first. Doctor leads you into a room. He helps you up onto the bed. He starts kind of examining you. He says, "Tell me what happened?"
I don't think I can actually physically describe what happened. Let's just say I got shot in the eye.
He looks closer and he brings out almost like a source of light and gets a lantern on, puts it on the desk next to the bed, and he takes out a magnifying glass. He's looking you over. That's no bullet wound. See an entry.
I don't know what I was shot by. For all I know, it could have been a Wraithborn.
He kind of takes a couple steps back at that. Says, "Excuse me?"
I don't know what I got shot by. I just need it fixed.
He kind of locks himself and he leans forward again to continue examining you. Says, I'm not gonna lie to you, son. This is bad. You poke
I
around a little
know.
bit. Says, this is a lot of damage here. I can try to clean you up a little bit. Stop whatever little bleeding there is. But just, I mean, first glance here, it looks like your eye was completely obliterated.
I'm pretty sure it was.
As well as it's extensive damage to surrounding tissue, the eye socket even, maybe. I won't know for a while until the swelling goes down. I clean this up a little bit.
Do what you gotta do. You're the professional here.
Oh, yeah, of course. You lie down for me, please. He kind of forces
Ask
you
for an eye patch.
I will, don't worry.
Okay, so he leaves you down. He goes over to like a little some drawers. He starts pulling some stuff out. There's like a glass cabinet up top. Starts bringing out vials and powders and comes over to you with a syringe and says, with your permission, we'll get to work right away. I'll do what I can.
Go right ahead.
Injects you with something. You know, it's the whole count back from 10. You say 10 and your lights out.
Boom.
Alistair, so where are you headed? Are you going to head back to... You said you wanted to find a patient. Or are you just going to head back to the last one you saw? I mean, you haven't really explored... I mean, this hospital's pretty big.
Yeah, I might. I'll keep looking. Let's try to find one that's maybe awake.
Okay.
But if not, then I'll go back to that other guy.
Okay. You walk down the hallway. Yeah, like I said, most, like 2 out of 3 rooms are empty. You pass another 1 or 2 that have someone either sleeping, unconscious, it's hard to tell. You find the stairs go up to the 2nd floor. In the first room on the 2nd floor, you find another room. In this one, sitting in a kind of an armchair next to the hospital bed, is an elderly woman. Maybe human, maybe elven, it's hard to tell. Long gray hair. She's kind of got like a IV in. She looks up at you, and as you kind of like poke her at the doorway as you're scoping people out. John? That you?
Oh, what's up, Granny?
Granny? That's a rude thing to call your wife. Get in here, John.
Walk in.
Okay. You're a little closer, and then she kind of looks up and squints at you. And, oh, what the hell? You're not John. Please tell me you brought me something to eat. A cup of tea.
I look down at myself like, no, I'm not John, I guess.
I guess.
And for food, not really. I mean, I could find something for you if you really wanted to.
What are you doing here? You come to harass an old woman in her last days? You monster. Don't think I won't go down without a fight.
Relax, lady.
She fishes around like by her leg and she pulls out like a knitting needle and points it at you.
I look around the room. Does it look like people have been there? Like, does it look like people have like come to see her?
There's some flowers on the windowsill. A couple different vases. So it looks like she's had some gifts, at least.
So, well, relax, lady. I'm not here to do anything to you. I'm just, came here and we got a little roughed up, as you can see. Or not so see in your case. But, I just wanted to see who else was here.
So you're a snoop. You'll get nothing off me, Sonny. I'm sharp and this needle's sharper. Just try something.
Please.
Come on.
I want you to get stabbed by the knitting needle.
Looks like to me you haven't really had too many visitors.
She looks around the empty room and glances at the flowers. She says, I've had a few. Sad thing is, I've outlived most of my friends. Something you should be lucky enough to say someday.
I don't have any friends.
Guess you've already
I'm
outlived them,
hurt.
haven't you?
About.
Life's empty without friends. No wonder you're here calling on a little old lady like myself.
Just calling you out, bro.
I'm just here on business. All right. Here visiting the doctor.
You're no
Friend
tax
got-
collector, are you? I'm paid up, I swear.
What? Stop. Just calm down. All right. I don't even know who you are. All
I
right.
don't know who you are.
Let's start over. All right. My name is Alistair. What is your name?
Call me Birdie.
All right, Birdie. Pleasure to meet you.
She slowly sets down the knitting needle, but she folds her arms.
Is there a place to sit down?
Just the bed. Unless you want to like hop up on a counter or something.
Is she on?
She's
is
in an
she?
armchair. She's in an armchair that's next to the window in the bed.
Oh.
Like, there's one chair in the room, but she's sitting in it.
I think it would be appropriate if you hopped and sat on a counter.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, I'm gonna hop up on the counter.
Okay, yeah, there's like a counter where like you have the drawers that maybe medicine is. You kind of hop up on there. She's just watching you the whole time. Just come to stare at me, huh?
I'm not very good with conversation. People don't really like me too much.
Gee, I wonder why.
Nobody asked you.
I imagine Josephine walking by the door. Yeah, I wonder why.
She's just strolling about. Taking a little walk. And she says, well, what's got you sitting here before me, then?
Yeah, I got some time to kill while my partners is getting fixed up.
He used to say friend.
Thought I'd see who else is here. Maybe keep him company.
She looks at you and just kind of nods like, I don't trust you even a little bit, but I'll nod because I'm polite.
I like it.
Well, what
I like
happened
this
to
old
you
lady.
and your friends? I mean, partners. Look like
We
you've
was
been in a bit of a tussle.
He was doing a job for what is the company name?
Gorgeous gowns.
Gorgeous.
Oh, we were doing a job for Gorgeous Gowns.
She nods and goes, oh, gorgeous gowns, huh? They make the finest things. You should have seen the little number they put me in for my daughter's wedding. Beautiful.
Aw.
I don't see how the
Well-
business of dresses and such would put you in such a state. You fall into a sewing machine?
Not quite. We were contacted by one of the employees, and they say that everybody is all scared that the factory is haunted. If you can believe that.
Don't you throw shade at the shades. True as not, I tell you. Ghosts and such. Spirits. I've seen them. Live long as I have, you can't avoid them.
No, you believe?
Believe who wouldn't? It don't matter if I believe or not. True is true.
He's got a point.
Well, we were hired to take a look. You know, ease their minds and, take care of it. What we found was no ghosts, though.
I should say not. I
Damn
don't
it.
think many ghosts could do that to a man.
Just like a look at my shirt, like, oh, well.
There were demons, and I'm in the fucking basement getting an exorcism.
I don't know what they were. They were tall, gangly, like skeletons, ashy. Really weird.
Roll me persuasion.
I don't have persuasion.
What were you using in place of that? You're not intimidating. Just sweet talking.
Am I sweet talking? Am I even doing? I'm just telling her what happened.
No, I know, but I want to see how much she's willing to engage with you. See if we're maybe warming her up or not. Oh, negotiation.
Oratory?
That's what. No, negotiation.
Oh,
That's what we were using before. Yeah. Even though you're not, offering really anything. Well, I mean, you're offering. You're being a little bit nicer now, I guess. So yeah, negotiation. It's still based on the social stats, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm not good at it.
She just kind of shakes her head and says, "That sounds like one hell of a story."
You don't believe me, do you?
Right not. A little too
Eh.
far-fetched even for me. And I've seen lots of things.
Oh, what happened to true is true.
If it's true, it's true. I'm just telling you, I don't believe it.
All right.
But just because you say something's true doesn't make it true.
Then where do you think I got these wounds then?
How am I to know? Maybe you fell down the stairs carrying scissors. Never listened to your mama about that sort of thing.
My mom had more important things to do than tell me what to do. And parenting.
It shows.
Oh my gosh, he's savage.
But we can't all get everything right. Lord knows I got one son who, didn't turn out so well either. I tried my damnedest.
Yeah. I mean, you try and you try, and it's just sometimes it's not enough.
Guess you just have to look out for yourself now.
Well, at least I have my whole life ahead of me to make my dream come true.
I'm so glad I'm not there.
Me too. Alistair's probably about to die. That's okay, though.
If I was a
Be
little
cool if she was-
younger, I'd put you over my knee for that comment, boy. But we still haven't seen that you'll even live to be my age. Where you look now, I wouldn't be surprised if you were laid up like I am now in not too long a time.
Ha! This is nothing. I've been worse.
He's like, oh, I'm all into it now.
You think you're tough with just a few little battle scars, huh? You think that makes a man?
Yes.
It only matters as long as you come out on top. The last man standing.
She just kind of she shakes her head. You don't scare me, boy. And she kind of pulls up. She kind of pulls up like the edges of her shawl, and she unveils 2 robotic legs. You ain't seen half the shit I've seen. She puts it back down. You don't see me carrying on about how tough it makes me. Sometimes surviving just means you're lucky.
I love this lady.
Yeah, she's great.
Don't mean you're tough. Don't mean you're good.
Maybe you're right.
What's true is true.
I am incredibly lucky, though.
Luck shuns no man, good or evil. It's just that. Luck. Believe you me, it won't always last, one way or the other. Bad luck, good luck, it all balance out in the end. So if you've had nothing but good up until now, I keep watch over behind you. Is that bad luck? It's coming.
Is it the reverse to that too? Because I've just been on a bad luck streak.
Shh. Well, if you've seen so much stuff, how about you tell me a couple stories? What else you got to do today?
Think I have nothing better to do than sit here and entertain you? A tough man with no friends?
I think you have nothing to do, period.
They're gonna get in a fight, and this old lady's gonna win.
Roll me in a negotiation. Or even intimidation.
See what I'm talking
Seven.
about? Intimate. That's fine.
Yeah, seven.
Damn it.
You're getting worse and worse. You're trying her patience, I think, is what's happening.
I'm not a people person.
No, and you're trying. It's so funny when you try to be a people person. She grabs the edge of her chair and she slowly stands up. You can kind of hear like, woo! She kind of uses her robot legs. And she kind of walks over to you and she leans against the counter. Even with artificial legs, she's a little bit unsteady. She looks at you, face to face. She says, "Tell me, what are you really doing here? What are you looking for?"
I just came to bother people.
I don't think that's it. You talk a big game. Come in here boasting about how lucky you are, how tough you are, looking like you do. You got no friends, though. And here you are, bugging a little old lady in her hospital room at night. Hey, maybe you're the one who has nothing better to do. You're the one searching for something. I tell you, you won't find it here.
What would I be searching for?
I don't know you.
Well, that's only one thing I have in this world.
What's that, son?
My sister.
So you do have someone. Family. Now there's something important. Good or bad. Family's family. Just as true is true.
I didn't say I didn't have anybody. I said I didn't have any friends.
Family's like that, isn't
it? She's like me. There's like two of us.
She nods. And says, after tonight, I think I'll have had enough of just one of you. I can see the issue. Like two bulls butting horns, aren't you? I'll tell you, sooner or later, one's gotta give. Whether they want to or not. Or you both go down.
I'd say it's more like two tigers with their tails tied together.
She kind of laughs a little bit at that. Now that's something I haven't seen yet.
I'd like us to work together, but like I said, she's just like me.
She turns around, she slowly shuffles back to her chair and sits down. Says, seems to me maybe one of those tigers needs to sacrifice something.
I think we sacrificed plenty in our lifetime.
What's a bit more? It is what life is, after all. A series of sacrifices, mixed with the good and the bad. Until you're here. With nothing but one knitting needle and a strange man to keep you company at night.
They just like sit there quietly for a second.
She just nods and she kind of just leans back in her chair and kind of shuts her eyes and she kind of starts softly humming to herself.
So what did you sacrifice?
There are too many things to tell in one night. Some good, some bad. But I'll tell you one thing. What I've sacrificed, what I've done. I don't regret it. You can't. Even the mistakes. Tear you up inside.
I don't know. Kind of just like nods.
You know, now go on. Not gonna get me tea. You lost.
Look at you. You made a friend.
Aww.
I'll go see if we can find some tea, Birdie.
As you kind of hop down, start to leave, she says, chamomile, please. Couple rose petals on top. Not too hot.
Right.
Okay, so where are you off to?
Fetch Granny some tea.
I'm gonna go see how Mick's doing. I'm gonna see if they like
Ooh.
see if they're poking him yet.
Okay.
Oh. I was like, he cares about me. No, he just wants to see me
No.
suffer.
So you wander back down to the hallway you guys were in, the first hallway. The room Mick was in wasn't too far from where you guys first started. You find Mick, kind of poke your head in the room, and you see the doctor leaning over Mick, who's apparently unconscious on the hospital bed. A little gobber assistant standing next to him on a stool, handing him things, rags, some blade rags laying around. He's handing over scalpels and instruments and.
Kind of just watch for a bit.
Creep.
I'm curious of what they're doing to him.
Yeah, it looks like they're cleaning up his eyes as best they can. Trying to cut away some of the torn kind of dead tissue and stitch him back together again. And at some point, you hear the doctor kind of say to the assistant, like, "This poor bastard's never going to see out of that eye again." Didn't lose too much blood, doesn't seem, though.
No, Doc, never say never.
He kind of jolts and goes, "Ah, damn it! That's another stitch I'm gonna put in." He turns to see, "Don't ever sneak up on a doctor when he's performing surgery."
I'm
Like
sorry.
I didn't poke out your friend's other eye.
I'm sorry. I was just.
Leave the man alone.
I was just in awe of what you were doing. It's so fascinating.
That's not creepy sounding at all.
You must be 20 shades of bored right now.
I forgot my Game Boy at home.
Doctor looks at you and says, "There's not much I can do. Clean it up, patch him up." I don't know what you guys were involved in, and maybe I don't want to know. But
Probably for the best.
it could have clearly been much worse than it is already.
Well, just do what you can. I really don't care. Mm.
He just looks at you and makes like this shooing motion.
Shoot, get out of here.
Like he's gonna be down. He'll be down for the night. We'll wake him up in the morning and see where we go from there.
All right. Oh, by the way, you have any tea?
Tea. I don't have time to get you any tea right now. There's a kitchen down
I'll
the
make
hall.
it myself. Do you have any?
He looks at you kind of frustrated. He says, yes, it's down the hall. There's a little kitchen area.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, like just
Ooh. Vanishes back out the curtain. Yeah, you find the kitchen. It's a little nook kind of tucked in the corner. Kind of a small little half room. There's a little stove, a little coal stove. Some water already boiling, and there's some assorted teas and around, and some hard biscuits, and then some softer foods. Nothing fancy. There's some fruit maybe. Little snacks.
Oh, well. I'll make the chamomile, the tea, and have some biscuits while I'm making it.
Okay. Are you gonna put anything else in the chamomile tea?
I remember what it is.
We all do.
Do they have those?
Have what? I can't tell you what they have unless you tell me what you're looking for.
You don't remember? It's great.
Your moment to shine.
I know it's like the pedal. I don't remember what it was though.
So close.
Not a bike pedal, I don't think.
Just
Okay,
put
well,
the
just tell me.
bike pedal in the
Okay,
tea.
you have some biscuits. You make some tea. Tell me what kind of tea you made as you had your way back up to Birdie's room.
You people suck.
I almost told
It's
you.
like a cooking. What is this, a cooking game? I also didn't get two fucks about this. Lucky they didn't get our tea at all.
He's trying though, which is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not going. It's appropriate that you forgot. So you make your way back up. You've
Great.
had some biscuits. You got a nice little snack in, just short of maybe a full meal. You feel pretty good. Get your tea. You head back up to Birdie's room. She's you still kind of leaning back with her eyes closed, maybe sleeping. But as soon as you walk in, she opens her eyes and says, "Well, didn't think I'd see you again. My God, he brought tea."
Well, I'm a man of my word. I always get the job done,
To some extent.
no matter what.
When it's convenient.
Yes.
I guess. What temperature did you make the tea at as well?
Oh my god, yes.
What?
She requested a specific
Is it
temperature.
hot tea? Is it cold tea? Is it iced tea? Is it warm tea? Did you pee in it tea?
Just hocked the loogie right in there. It was hot. It was just
gross.
normal tea.
All right. So you walk over. You You hand the cup of tea to her. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit stunned. You've got tea. And she grabs a cup. She looks in it and takes a smell. Chamomile. Very good. Happen to see there's no rose petals in it, but
They didn't have any of those.
I guess you're trying.
Yeah.
She takes a little sip and and she just tosses the cup.
Yep.
Goes all over. It gets a little bit on. She's God damn it, that's hot. I told you not too hot. It is a small wonder you have no friends. Here you are trying to scald a little old lady with hot tea.
That's bullshit, Mike. You just said hot. Like I didn't just say like what? How hot? I'm not like freaking this woman. How do you go hotter?
Wonderful.
How do you go hotter than you need to? The tea boils. You
Makes
put it
me
in.
dream that Alistair's losing a battle against an old lady.
She kind of like wipes her fingers on her shawl and looks a couple off. Just, I guess you tried. It's more than I thought I'd get.
I call foul.
Nope. So what's brought you back here again? I doubt it was just to bring me tea.
Told you I got nothing else to do.
How's your partner? Don't tell me you haven't seen him yet.
Oh, I went and saw him. they were operating on him.
What
It's almost
happened?
beautiful. He lost his eye.
Laugh like, ha ha ha, screw you.
You have a crude sense of humor, young man.
And you see why people don't like me.
I never said it was a wonder. I could tell right away.
Well, he's a dumbass. Let's be frank.
I'd rather not. I'd like being Birdie. I saw the same to you. And she
Stop.
kind of like just smiles at you. She says, "That's just a little joke. Let you know I still got it."
Do you know any other jokes?
Oh god, yes.
Of course I do. You didn't even bring me the tea I wanted. You think you're gonna get to hear me say jokes? That first one was free.
What happened to an attempt? I could have just left you.
I could have stabbed you with a knitting needle in the neck earlier. Seems I'm the one who spared you. You don't know what kind of life I've had. Maybe I'm a trained killer.
You don't know what kind of life I had.
Are you a trained killer? Don't think there's much trained about you.
It kind of just doesn't really answer that. Just like kind of like looks away from that. Just
Yeah. Kind of nods, and you keep your life to yourself. I'll keep mine to mine. Let it be said, life's nothing to go dismissing so easily, whether your partner or someone you don't know. Just as you don't know mine and I don't know yours, you don't know theirs.
But what does that get me? It doesn't get me anything by caring for them.
That warm, fuzzy feeling not doing it for you? Some people just like being nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not some people.
I suppose that's true. Consider niceness an investment in future gain. You may not see it right away. Maybe years. Maybe you'll never see it at all, but it's there. Trust me when I say you'll get more out of it being nice, taking care of people, and going the other way.
Yeah. I like to be more certain in my investments.
She just kind of nods and says, So it's the coin you chase.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but sure.
World dominance is what he chases.
Shh, you're unconscious. You're heavily sedated. She just nods and says, well, what's all the wealth in the world gonna get you?
Whatever I want.
Friends? Care of another? Happiness? All the gold in the world is only gonna get you all the gold in the world. Nothing more.
Why would I want all the gold in the world? And that leaves nothing for anybody else.
Oh, so you do care.
I told you it's more complicated than that.
Always is. Now tell me, what is it that you want, if it's not all the gold in the world?
My life back.
Just kind of nods.
This just turned into a therapy session.
It really is. She thinks about it for a moment and says, and you think to get back the life you lost by being someone different now? Or were you always this crass and rude?
No. Well,
I thought not.
Truthfully, I don't even remember anymore. It's been 10 years. Feels like forever ago.
You say that now. When you get to be my age, it won't seem that long.
I suppose. But I live in the here and now.
That's sometimes all you can do. It seems to me you're hanging on to the past quite strongly. I'm not sure you live in the here and now at all, in fact. Because here and now, you have an injured partner downstairs, a sister somewhere, and yet here
She's
you
out
are,
shopping.
sitting in my room fretting about a life lost 10 years ago.
The past is just the path to the future.
And to skip the now? The things you have at this moment?
I told you, I have to live in the now. Keep
And
the
I
past
told
in
you
my
I don't
heart
think you
toward
are.
the future.
Oh no.
You say these things, but I don't believe you.
Just because you don't believe me doesn't make them true.
True enough. The reverse is true, of course. Truth is funny that way. Always the same, true is true, but changes depending on who's looking at it and which way.
History is written by the victor.
Is it? Or is it written by the lucky?
Aren't they the same?
Not always. Now do me a favor, son, if you would. No more tea. Believe me, I mean nothing to you. And just the same the other way. Go keep your friend company. You keep calling him your partner, but I know it's more than that. Keep him company,
Walk
make
in
sure
and
he's well,
smack Mick.
and look after that sister of yours. You don't. Someday you'll get to that future you keep talking about. And what you have now will be gone forever. And to get to my age and be filled with regret, that's not something I wish on anyone.
You take care now, Birdie.
What's it matter now? She kind of laughs a little bit. Take care of yourself, Alistair.
I think this session should just be called "Getting Roasted by an Old Lady."
The counseling of Alistair Parson.
And nobody still knows anything.
What are you doing?
She wants in on this.
Apparently.
Anyway, I'm going to bed.
Okay, are you gonna find like Josephine, find another bed in the hospital and
Bunk with Granny.
don't
Yeah,
mind
find
me
another
and just stretch out here.
Just don't mind me.
By the way, Brady,
You're not-
I always sleep in the
you're not-
nude.
Yeah.
Don't let it
You're not
distract you.
That's when she says, "There's nothing to be distracted by."
You see something you like? Be sure to tell me.
Looking is free, touch is gonna cost you.
You may call it rude, but I call it nude.
Yep. Oh boy,
Oh,
Oh
I
man.
miss Robert.
there's no insanity. There's no insanity in this game, is there?
No. I mean,
I'm sure it is.
I don't know if that's lumped
I
in
like
with
the
the
first
fear
one.
mechanic or if it's just fear and terror itself. And there's no madness mechanic or not.
I feel like it's at least mechanic, kind of like it.
There might be. I think it might just be the fears. They're kind of blended. If not, it's not like I couldn't force you into something similar to stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, if Mick was somehow able to do magic through his eye thing, like Robert, I'm sure he would just go insane.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the moment that yeah, I think there's just fear. I'm waiting for the moment Mix actually sees an unveiling of magic that he can't deny.
Yeah.
Though maybe
He's
he'll just
not
remain
gonna enjoy
ignorant
it.
for the rest of the campaign. It's hard to say.
At first, if he sees Josephine use magic, like actually see her like physically do it, like somehow shoot a bolt out of her hand or whatever, he's going to be
up
like,
to now,
"What
her,
mechanism
up to
did
now
you
her
use?
abilities
I
are
want
fairly
this."
subtle. Like she can do them in kind of sneaky ways. It's just make the person bleed, move some stuff around. You don't see like lightning coming out of the hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like if she shoots lightning out of her hand or something, Mick's going to be like, "I want whatever contraption you have." He's not going to believe it's
There's a
magic. He's going to
machine
believe
behind
it's
that.
some mechanical object, and then he's going to learn it's magic. Then he's going to be like, "No, you're wrong."
No.
Okay. So anyway, so basically we're all just gonna go to sleep for the night in the hospital.
Yep.
Also, Josephine, you'll just find empty rooms. Like I said, there's plenty. Mick, you're sedated. The doctor will keep working on you. Let's take a short real life break. I'll use the bathroom, get some water. Then we'll kind of get back and talk about the recovery and stuff. Some of you get back some hit points. Josephine and Alistair, I think, will be fairly standard. The recovery system. Mick's gonna be a little bit slower. So after you suffer a severe injury, which is, I'm considering this, you had to roll on the table. So I consider that a serious injury. You'll be a little bit slower.
And I lost an eye, so that's serious right there anyway.
Yeah, that too. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to Brewstone for hanging out with us and also hosting the channel. And Muller's Inho just popped in and said, "Hello, boys." Neglecting Brittany. She is here also.
Thanks, guys. Yep. No, it's cool.
Not offended in the least. Okay, so let's take a quick, just 5-minute break, then we'll come back. Okay, I guess
I've
it's
got
just
everything
me.
here.
Nature called. Can't help that. Also, that's trying the AC. It is getting a little muggy here.
Oh, see.
I don't know how Canada's treating you, Brittany, but it's been some roasting days here lately.
Yeah.
It was garbage yesterday.
Oh my God, no! You don't understand
Thursday,
how bad
Thursday,
it
no,
is.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday were rough.
For me, it wasn't Wednesday. It was just Thursday and Friday. It was super hot. I work in a warehouse that doesn't have air conditioning,
Ooh.
and what I do, I get too dirty. I end up being covered head to toe in black dust.
Yeah.
So sweating makes it just stick on more and pile
Oh.
on. And it's black, so it's just absorbing more heat. So
Oh, no.
I'm
Sounds
dying. And then today, it's nice, it's cool, it's drizzling a bit. I wish it was like this all the time.
Right. Yeah, like Wednesday,
Wow.
Thursday,
You guys
Friday was a little
strong
better, but
feelings
Wednesday and Thursday were like 90 degrees, bright sunshine, no wind, no clouds. Got to
Yeah.
be outside. I'm
Yeah.
moving, like unloading trucks, throwing pallets around,
Mm-mm.
burning myself. Just rough.
Yeah. That's.
But we're gonna cool back down this
It's
coming week, I
actually
think.
been really cold here.
Yeah.
We had like the coldest winter ever, pretty much. So
It's continued. It's been
today I wore shorts for the
Those were the
first
first kind of two really like it was just like 2 days of just like summer, like blazing summer, and now
Yeah.
it's gonna get colder again.
Yeah, today's
So that's
like the
that's how we
first
do
warm
things over here.
we've had.
Yeah.
All right,
It's like you forgot about second winter.
yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
there's winter again. There are
Well,
times in
here,
it.
like it never snows here, but we got tons of snow.
I mean, there are some weeks in the year here where you'll get like all 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah.
There was a week in February this year that was like 70, 75, like in between like blizzards.
Yeah.
It's like blizzard,
It was
and it was like
weird.
a spring week. You're like, oh, this is nice. People are out in shorts, the snow's starting to melt, and then it's just like blizzard. Anyway, in chat, Brewstone says, "Don't do it, Mick. It's a trap." I don't know who Brewstone is, but I think he gets the gist of how things go here.
Don't do it, Mick. It's a trap.
I don't even know what he's doing.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who Brewstone is, but he's got some kind of insight to how things usually go for stage-controlled characters.
Yes.
Like he's been here all along.
Like he's seen it all. Okay, so you guys, we'll just kind of pick up again in the morning, whenever you guys decide to kind of wake up. I think they probably rouse Mick early on. Maybe try to give him some food. I know for Mick, you're going to be kind of following the slow recovery path.
Okay.
The rest of you are going to be kind of just a normal recovery and regaining vitality system. For one, this is just kind of, I don't know that this system differentiates between short and long rest like 5e does, but it does say like after a short rest following an encounter, a character automatically regains a number of vitality points equal to his physique. So you might as well, both Josephine and Alistair, might as well just give yourself whatever that value is, a couple of points at least. And then also says characters who have suffered damage continue to recover over time. A character regains 1 vitality point each hour for the first 3 hours after being injured. After that, he regains 1 vitality point every 6 hours until he's full.
So fun fact, I'm fully recovered.
Beautiful. Now, sir, are you? Or do we need to do some math?
Is that so it's the recovered how many physique and then on top of the resting?
Right. So the first points you're going to get back are from that initial physique burst. It's kind of like after you've had just a little rest, you kind of get a big chunk of it back. Whoever that is for you. I don't know what your physique score is, but so take
6.
that back.
Oh my God.
And then the resting, you get 1 point for each of the first 3 hours. So that's 3 for 3 hours. And 1 every 6. So for a full night's rest, we'll say it's 9 hours. That gets you the 3 and 1. So
Yeah,
4.
it would be because I had 4 left after the 6.
Okay.
So,
Well, I've got my 1 vitality point, and it says I don't get another one unless it's 1 every week.
Yeah. So
oh no.
yeah, he's like wrecked, like train wrecked to the face wrecked. So Alistair, are you
Apparently.
full up then, or are you still kind of?
I'm full. Yeah.
Okay, so you, Josephine, beautiful, topped off, fully recovered,
We're doing great.
doing great. Didn't lose an eye.
Oh.
Didn't get concussed.
It says if I'm treated by a character with the medicine skill, so that would be the doctor, the injured character gains an additional number of points each week, equal to the treating character's medicine skill level.
You may come looking that up.
Make me pull something out of my butt.
Oh.
Do you want me to just roll a d20?
Yeah, literally nothing we've done so far is anything that I planned ahead of time, except for the man you found at the beginning.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah, nor in my plan was like, maybe they'll find a hospital, and maybe Alistair will sneak off and visit an old lady and try to get some free therapy. Maybe that'll happen.
I made a friend.
The whole point of that was that you have no friends.
I think it was nice though. Like he tried, and of course it wasn't
That's what
perfect,
normal
which is
people
appropriate.
do.
I
Not
don't
people
even know what
person, so I
normal
don't even
skill
bother.
values are. It's an appropriate medicine skill level.
Probably like if he's trained, probably like 3.
Right, or I'm like, yeah, like what kind of scale am I working with here?
Well, the max level of anything is 4, and that's
Okay, yeah, so
after
it's
you're
only
like
4. Okay.
super.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're
what is it added with though? Is that what you're asking? As a stat?
Actually, you know what I'm? Yeah. So I got that in my head. So I'll just look at the medicine rolls.
It's intellect.
Yeah, that would add something to it. But I think in slow recovery bonus. That's part of the medicine part. Character is treated daily by a character with medicine skill. The injured character regains an additional number of points each week equal to the treating character's medicine. So it does nothing, no bonuses, so it's just an extra 3. So, I mean, I will give you... You had 1. You take another 1 plus a 3 for the doctor's care.
So 4.
So you're up to 5 altogether. Yeah, so you take 4.
Can
so
I
you're
just
up
put
to
them
5.
wherever?
Yes, you put them wherever you want. That's across the board whenever you recover points. You get the choice of where to put them.
Thank God.
Which is
now I'm
nice.
not crippled in everything.
Yeah, if you're crippled in something, you can strategically put them in the right area.
Mhm.
Good, I'm not crippled
Okay.
everywhere.
And I don't anticipate you hanging out at the hospital for a week, but we'll just give that bonus to say at the beginning. Here's your boost for his treatment.
Oh, I need
So,
it.
yeah, so you're still roughed up. Anyway, so I mean, I think maybe eventually, depending on how things go, I might just say at some point, okay, you're not in the slow recovery part anymore. Just do it normally. But for now, you're still.
I was reading it. Once he has regained all of his vitality points, the character no longer suffers from slow recovery. So I'm going to be like this until I get all my vitality points back.
It's fun.
I have to jump ahead because you're gonna be out of commission.
Yeah, or getting an in-home doctor to help him along.
Yeah.
Because 4 a week
Really?
is way better than 1 a week. You better call Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is what you need to do. Okay,
I'm not doing that.
you're too young to understand that reference.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Well, now you know how. Now you know how we feel. We do like references. I do like references and stuff. You don't know them. What the hell? Now you know.
I know. Oh, okay. So yeah, so you're at 5. Everyone else is fine. Morning comes. Josephine, Alistair, you wake up feeling as close to $1 million as you can feel. Had a nice long rest. It's quiet in the hospital. It's peaceful. Beds are okay. At some point, someone came in and tucked each of you in. You woke up just very swaddled in blankets. So someone took care of you. Maybe the assistant. It's hard to say.
Oh,
You haven't seen any other workers other than the gobber, but hard to say.
the little dude. He's just talking people in.
So, what do you two want to do when you first wake up?
Stuck on Nick, I guess.
Okay. Alistair?
Yes. I like
Alright.
that. I guess.
That's fine.
But I guess it's just like, geez, like poor
I mean,
Nick.
there's, really not
We'll
anything else you
we'll
can,
just poke in on him.
yeah, really need to do, but I figured I'd give you that option. Okay. So, you both kind of, meet up at some point, and you kind of say, oh, let's go. I guess we'll see how Mick's doing. So you head down to
I want to see what he's doing. It wasn't supposed to be a, like, whatever thing.
Well, that was Alistair's, from point of view.
I was fine.
Yeah, ever since Josephine found you, Alistair was like, all right, let's go. You good? Let's go see how Mick's doing. I hope we pulled through okay. Now you're like, do we have to?
I'm sure he's gonna be here for a while.
Just leave him. So you both make it to Mick's room. Doctor, no, you don't see the doctor or the assistant. Mick, you've kind of just woken up, a little woozy, a little groggy. You guys come in, you see that the whole side of his face and his damaged eyes all wrapped in bandages, and his whole top of his head just like white gauze, a thick pad over his eye.
Oh no, Josephine. Oh, he didn't make it.
I just look at Alistair, just like deadpan, just like no expression.
It's so sad. He will be missed. He kind of just like looks off.
Yeah, like I imagine.
All right, let's go.
Staring off in the distance.
I mean, you can hear this, Mick. You're awake and conscious.
Mick looks over him. Oh, hey guys! I imagine he's loopy as all hell right now.
Probably.
Just looks at you guys. Oh, hey guys! How you doing?
Hey.
Oh, he doesn't realize he's dead. I'm gonna
He doesn't realize he's dead yet.
I'm gonna help him out, and like I grab a pillow and like go to like put it over.
I grab her.
Oh, you gonna tuck me in?
You take my pillow.
Shh, Mick. Shh. You'll sleep good now.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince.
So as you're half-heartedly trying to murder Mick and Josephine's lovingly stopping you, the doctor walks in, just brushes the curtain aside, and marches in.
Pillow over my face. He walks into that.
Goes, you're all here. Okay, well I guess
put the pillow behind my back. Like, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, my assistant told me you two were sleeping here over the night. Lucky for you, we had some empty beds, so it's fine.
A lot of.
I'm afraid, Mick, really nothing. As I kind of said before the surgery, there's really nothing I could do for the eye. Again, I don't know what happened to you, and frankly, I don't need to know, but your eye just simply doesn't exist. I didn't see any damage to the bone, the eye socket. It all seems to be intact. It seemed to be more of just a soft tissue injury. I believe a large portion of the nerves in the inner eye socket, as well as the optical nerves, or the optic nerves, are fairly intact. As much as could be hoped for. Other than that, I cleaned up the area, dressed it as best I could. There will be some serious scarring, and I'm sorry, there's really nothing I can do about that. I try to minimize it as much as I can outside of this, the eye area. But it will be unsightly, I'm afraid. There's, of course, the option of patches, of course, sure. I can get you something to cover that, and I can provide you with appropriate dressing and treatment for it for the next week or two. Past that, it should be all right to leave uncovered and let it heal on its own. There shouldn't be too much discomfort in it. There's a numbing agent in what I've applied to it now in the dressing, and more I will send home with you. Beyond that, I've really done all I can. If you wanna, he's welcome to stay another night if he thinks it's necessary. Otherwise, I think you are all free to go. I wouldn't mind seeing you in a week or two to make sure nothing's become infected or anything. But outside of that, I think you'll be okay.
Thank you very much, Doctor. I almost called him Parsons too.
Yep.
What the hell? He's my long lost father.
Well, I had to think. Yeah, well, I'm thinking up all the names and characters as I go on the spot, and the first thing that popped in my head was Dr. Parsons. I'm like, yeah, that's a great name for the doctor. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. Hauser's last name is Parson. It's gotta be something else. But I couldn't get it out of my head.
Yeah. After you mentioned it,
I've also, on numerous occasions, almost preferred to make a Sachihiro. I can't get that character on my head. Also because I'm writing that second book, and it's Mick, and not Dr. Parsons. So
Dr. Sparrow, right?
Yeah, Dr. Sparrow.
Okay.
He kind of looks just to each of you, and so just let me know what you'd like to do, and I'll have some things packed up for you. And just let me know where to send the bill. I'll have that taken care of as well.
Question: how much is it actually?
Well, are you leaving? It'll depend on how long you wish to stay, but up until this point, it'll be just shy of 115 gold, I believe.
Well, I'll look at Alistair. What do you think, Mr. Moneybags?
You can send the bill to Gorgeous Manor.
Of course, sir. I didn't realize Van Tass was entertaining guests. See, he's changed his ways a bit. That's nice to hear.
He's a stand-up guy.
That he is. And don't worry that the supplies I'll be sending you, that's factored in to that quote as well. Final figure will be on your bill that I will send your way.
Thank you again very much. My eye feels so much better. Or, well, my socket.
Man, he sedated pretty good, huh?
It had to be done for the work I needed to complete. You really don't want to be conscious when someone's digging around your eye socket, I don't imagine. It should.
Oh, definitely.
The effects should wear off over the course of the day. Shouldn't be anything more than maybe a hangover.
Can you send some of that home with us too?
I'm sorry. That's strictly controlled.
Oh.
I understand that can be abused rather easily.
Thank you. They were going to overdose me.
A little sleepy time.
Sleepy time.
The second time in this short campaign so far that you've been rendered unconscious by medicinal means.
Yeah.
Well, since of your stupid obsession at the manor, you might need some of that. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
Nah, I think I'm good.
Really? We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the manor, and you're gonna stay in bed.
Do I have a bed?
Did you? I mean, we decided even though the map that we've been using only shows like 3 bedrooms, but there's a 4th, so you can all have your own room.
Mick's never been.
You've never
That's
been
why
there.
he's like, what?
No, he has. He has. I tossed him in there.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Well, yeah.
But he never voluntarily went in. He's kind of like was placed in there.
That's another time he's been rendered unconscious.
I've been rendered unconscious more times than I can remember.
Numerous times. You drank the stuff, knocked out. Get knocked off the ladder, knocked out. In the fight, knocked out. Here in the hospital, knocked out. That's at least 4 times I can count. Okay, so doctor's just
I have serious brain damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was totally content with like Alistair not even having a bed because he would just like sleep in the office.
It's fine.
But
I mean, there's a nice couch.
Do you want to have the 4th bedroom?
Because even if there is a 4th bed, doesn't mean you have to use it.
Nice room.
Oh, she's got the master room. So the doctor's just gonna send you on your way. He just kind of says, if you want to just stop at the front counter, my assistant will send you on with the supplies. Clear instructions. It's pretty basic. Should be okay.
Sweet.
And then he looks at you. He looks at you, Alistair, and says, "Sir, if I could have just a moment alone with you, if that would be possible."
Ruh-roh.
Hey, Josephine.
Sure.
Hi, man.
Sure. You guys, Josephine, help him out. Well, you check out. I'll be over here.
Okay. So Josephine helps Mick woozily wobble out.
Why are there 3 of you?
You guys make your way to the make your way to the waiting room and keep the assistant company while you get your stuff together. Once you're alone, Dr. Sparrow looks at you, Alistair, and says, "My assistant informed me that you were keeping Miss Birdie company last night."
She roasted me.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else to do, and I thought I'd see who else was here.
That's to thank you. That's very kind of you. She doesn't really get visitors.
I could tell.
Yeah. It's sad, really. She not much family or friends to speak of. I don't think. We set flowers up in there once in a while for her just to liven things up a bit. But anyway, yeah. Thank you. I think it really cheered her up a bit. I do want to let you know that sadly, last night she passed away.
Aww.
Oh.
As I was there at the end, in the middle of the night, and I said she seems in much better spirits than she usually is. She simply said that she was ready and at peace about it. So whatever you may have done or not done, I just thought you should know.
Well, thank you very much, Doctor.
Of course.
Is that all?
That's all. Just keep track of your friend there, and you'll be all right.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You head out. Doctor goes about his business. You meet up with Mick and Josephine in the waiting room. The assistant gets you guys a nice little basket of goodies, clean gauze, pads, some herbal stuff, and ointments, and sends you on your way. Can I assume you guys are just gonna go back home?
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta send for that guy.
To Gorgeous Manor it is. Okay. Not Mr. Parsons. That's not his name.
Mr. Turner.
Mr. Turner. My gosh.
We're not sent for him. We're just like let him know.
I know it's weird. I know.
Everybody.
It's a good last name. Okay. So you head back to Gorgeous Manor. We'll say you guys kind of slept in a little bit. You've missed most of the morning. It's about noon.
Yay.
Yeah, home. I mean, things, at Gorgeous Manor are as you kind of left them. Both your little slave robots are just doing their thing, neatening things up.
Slave robots?
Yeah, Art and Bart, or whatever their names were.
Bartholomew, and I can't remember.
I think that's what it was. I keep one of these I'm going to go back, I'll find out. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I'll call out for Aurelia if she's here.
I was going to say, I'm curious about what Aurelia might have done while we were gone.
Okay.
How she might
You're
react.
like all day and night, so...
Yeah, so you get home and you just first thing, Aurelia! You hear movement upstairs, and she comes, skipping, flying down that main staircase. So, she says, where have you been? And
Hi, Aurelia!
what'd you do to the gobber?
We're at the doctor's.
She kind of looks over, she walks over, she peers down it and looks at Mick and...
My face has a hole in it.
Says, man, something happened to his eye?
Nah, it was always like that.
Well, it's a shame they couldn't bandage his mouth like that. That looks real tight.
Yeah, I tried to get some drugs to, knock him out with.
They did try to drug me.
They didn't let me.
Oh yeah, they don't let that stuff out. Not that I know about that kind of thing, but... And then she looks at Meg and she says, don't bleed on anything.
He's not bleeding.
I have my own room. I can bleed on stuff in there.
It was like scorched away.
It was so bad, it just scorched it closed.
So, well, it sounds like you three have had a entertaining evening.
Hey man, what do you mean? What do you mean where we've been? I left you a note.
She like reaches in her pocket, she pulls it out, says, "Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this?" I believe it says something like, "Out ghost hunting."
Gone. Yeah, gone ghost
That's
hunting
it.
back soon.
Yeah, gone ghost hunting back soon. Some kind of joke?
It was terrifying.
No. Says she looks at you, said, "No, you're
Ghost
terrifying."
hunting's-
Ugh, stop looking at me.
Just get him to his bed. He promised to stay there until he's better.
Okay. I literally just pick him up because I'm like, I don't have time to argue with him.
He's like,
Trying to
wee, and then like passes out in your arms.
Yeah.
So you take him up to his bed. Aurelia looks at you, Alistair, and says, well, you've been out ghost hunting, whatever that's supposed to mean, whatever that's code for. I've been getting work done.
What have you done?
Well, for one, I have a dozen new gorgeous gowns. Literally and figuratively. They're beautiful. I don't know who this guy was, but man, does he make some nice stuff. But oh
yeah,
no.
why did you have to go shopping? We own a factory for that.
Don't worry, I didn't pay for any of it. It's fine. Anyway.
Oh, that's all right. That's good.
It's okay. Never mind then.
The important thing is, I have us invited to a ball.
We,
all of us. That'd be a big thing.
Selective hearing.
I thought that was gonna be your thing.
Well, it was, but condition of my invitation that I politely coerced from a certain individual stipulated that I bring you. And I suppose you can bring the others if they want to come. Except for the one without an eye. That's unsightly.
Do I have to?
You're the face of this company now.
No. That was you. You were supposed to be out there mingling with all those rich idiots.
And mingle I did. I did my job in between shopping sprees. But I did. Perhaps I may have let it slip that I had a brother who was alive and potentially involved. You get more sympathy when you tell us it's a family affair. Pitch him some story about, orphan kids, brother and sister, that's all they got. Now they got this. It gets you places.
Yeah, that is devious.
He's like, oh, I'm like it.
The point is, as far as the important people are concerned, this is our company.
Yeah, I still have to get working on that, but
Yes, you do.
yeah, you're right. As for now, before people start they start nosing in.
You swore you're gonna make this all legitimate.
I promise. I am a professional.
I can't
This
be
is what I
caught
do.
attempting to steal a company. I don't need that kind of heat.
Who's gonna back it up? The owner's dead. He's got no family.
You still have to have the proper paperwork. Things are different.
course,
here. I
that's
know
what-
you don't understand hanging out in the slums you usually float around in. But in high society, papers and signatures carry weight.
The only thing that I need to understand is I understand business. And this guy, he kept everything. So he's got all the proper paperwork. I just need to change a few signatures, write up he's going on retirement, leave it, I bought the stuff from him, rid of sale, make up some stuff. It's all good.
Well, good. You get that squared away.
When
You
is
only
this
get-
party?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm not a people
Yeah.
person. Come on, you know me. Oh.
She kind of just like pats you on the cheek and she says, well, you have 2 weeks to learn. You can't blow this. She starts walking away. And she says, oh, and by the way, the attorney's stopping by to oversee that paperwork. Make sure the transition goes well. Stand-up guy. Weird taste, stand-up guy.
Wait, when?
Oh, that's today.
What?
Better get it started.
She goes, toodles! And she just runs up the stairs.
No. No.
She like, and you see her like her head, like she leans back around the top of the stairs. She says, you told me to get stuff moving. That's what I'm doing. Don't tell me you're dropping your end of things.
There was an emergency at the factory.
And she kind of like, she leans a little bit further, in the open. She says, at the emergency at the factories? We didn't lose any dresses, did we?
No, we lost workers though.
Ah, we'll get more. And she disappears again.
He goes, yeah.
But we were losing money though.
Get your eyeless friend to work in a factory.
I swear to God, if you force me to work in another factory.
Can you stall him, please?
You hear go, like from around the corner, like, do I have to do everything for you?
Hey, you do what you're good at, and I'll do what I'm good at. That was the deal.
She pokes her head around again. She goes, fine. I'll stall him. But when this is all over, we're changing the name of this company to Aurelia's Gorgeous Gowns. Has a nice ring.
Sure.
Vanishes again.
You
hear a bedroom door shut.
So what? Well, yeah, it's gonna be really sorry because one, I have the key, and two, I need to get in.
You have to go in there.
But whatever, we'll leave that for in a minute.
I really love the fact that like all your important stuff is like through her room.
Hey man, we had a week too. All right, let's get to work.
Okay.
Crunch time.
Yep. So you go up crunch time in the office, get your stuff. Josephine is taking Mick, laid him in bed. Mick, are you content to? Are you gonna do what you're supposed to and lay down and rest, or what?
Yeah. Yeah, he's already passed out in her arms. 5 seconds after she picked him up, he was out like a light.
Okay. So Mick just asleep. Josephine, can you roll me a detection?
Yeah, see, this is where I'm going to get killed in my sleep.
God damn it.
There's a ninja assassin aiming a rifle
Bladed
at Mick's
robot.
head across the corner.
That robot.
You gonna shoot my other eye out?
18.
I don't know. That was a pretty good roll.
Where are these rolls coming from? Oh, you get plus
I
7.
don't know, man.
6 and 5. Someone or something moved in the room.
God damn it.
You heard a couple footsteps, and then a cup on the nightstand like moved, and then it kind of slowly, kind of just like someone bumped it, like it rolls a little bit, and then falls on the ground and breaks.
Okay. But I can't see what it is.
And you swear that you heard someone go, "Damn it!"
Okay. Just gonna, like, fuck. I know that you're in here. Just see what happens.
You hear another couple, like you're trained. I'm not gonna make it roll anymore. Like you're trained on listening for this, and you hear another couple what sounds like slow footsteps, somewhere between the nightstand where the cup fell and the door to the bedroom.
Okay. I'm just gonna sort of like,
Throw Mick at it.
no, but I'm gonna kind of like take a really, like, couple really quick steps and like reach out and kind of like grab at
Where you're
the air
hearing things.
there.
Okay. Couple quick steps. As you roll me agility. This is where I miss sleight of hand because that just seems so on point. quick movements. Guess we just do unskilled agility. Or even physique. Or whatever it is.
Agility, I would think.
I believe.
13.
4 plus 4.
Yeah, you like just like you're like something's moving over there. I can't see it, but something's moving. You should take a couple quick little lunges, and you just reach out, just swiping. You hit something solid, and then you hear something hit the ground, and then a gobber shimmers into view, like on the floor. He's dressed very plainly. He's actually only got a pair of small shorts on. He's not wearing any other garments. And he just looks at you, and then he just covers his face and curls up. You didn't see anything.
I'm pretty sure I saw everything there, buddy. Why aren't you wearing more clothes?
He opens his fingers to look between his fingers like a little kid. And goes, "It's supposed to make it easier."
I just sort of shrug my shoulders and I'm like, I don't know.
He pushes himself up, stands up, and looks at you. Just kind of looks at you very awkwardly as he just little gobber standing there, just like his boxer shorts. And he just
Does
kind
Mick have any clothes nearby? Did we ever get Mick clothes? I'm assuming we did.
Yeah,
There's maybe
Mick would have
clothing.
clothes.
I grab a pair of pants and hand it to him.
Those aren't your pants.
They're my pants.
He takes them, kind of giving you the side eye. He slowly puts them on and buckles them. He goes, "I'm just gonna, well."
I'm just gonna grab his arm really quickly.
He goes, "Oh,
you're just gonna sit here and tell me about why you're here?"
That is precisely what I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, fabulous. I'm so glad that you're gonna make this easy instead of having to do this the hard way, as I give him an uncomfortably intense.
Yeah. There's no need to get pushy. We don't need to make this physical.
And I was like, I figured you would say that, because you would definitely lose. So.
I don't know. I throw a pretty mean right hook. And he shows you his little tiny
I kind of give him this look like I'm so unimpressed.
And he kind of just pulls out your grip and just plops down on the floor, across his arms. Says, "So what'd you do with Van Tassel anyway?"
I kind of give him this look and I say, "That's really interesting that you think that you're going to be the one asking the questions here. That's cute. I like that. I like you. You're funny."
I should be asking the questions here. You're the one squatting in his house.
I shrug my shoulders. I'm like, yeah, that's fair enough. He probably should not have kidnapped our friends. Is all I have to really say about that.
So where is he? What's going on?
Well, to put it bluntly, he's dead on account of kidnapping a whole bunch of people who were very unhappy with him.
He throws his arms in the air oh, jeez. He goes, "Well, that's just grand. Now what am I supposed to do?"
I honestly have no idea.
Tell me works for me now.
You could just sort of tell me what was supposed to be happening, and maybe we can come to some sort of agreement. We're planning on staying here, so we could I sort of gesture vaguely, I don't know.
So I got the feeling you guys might have done something with Van Tassel. Didn't want to believe what I was hearing, but I thought maybe. But if he's not here, there's no reason for me to be here. I'll just be on my way.
And I'm whoa. Just gonna leave. No explanation of who you are, what you were doing. That invisibility trick though, that was neat. What was that?
What was what?
The whole invisibility thing, like making it so that I couldn't see you.
And it worked, didn't it, for a while? Until I stubbed my
Yeah,
damn toe on that bed.
You almost got away with it.
Well, like I said, I must be going. I have important things to do, people to see, things to, jobs to get done. Van Tassel's not here. May he rest in peace. I wish him the best in the afterlife. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
I sort of like make the stopping motion. I'm like, no. See that you're very, very much attempting to dodge my question. Not really presenting that as an option to you. Explain.
Explain what?
The invisibility thing.
It's a certain skill I have. What's it to you?
I kind of like give him this look like, you're joking, and I was like, really? You don't see how or why any one person might be interested in a skill like that?
Can't be taught. Can't be taught, won't be bought.
Well, if it can't be taught, then it would make sense that I can't buy it either. Why would I buy something I can't use? But really, though, so it's like an innate ability? Is it like a Wraithborn thing? I'm kind of like, just like looking at him, kind of like
crosses his arms a little bit, and like he kind of like puffs up his chest a little bit, like he's gonna take the tough guy act with you now. And he goes, "Yeah, so I'm Wraithborn. What of it?"
And I kind of like, at this point I kind of like, I don't know, this guy probably can't really do anything to me, so I do the like ash trick thing.
Okay. It's you understand. Kind of like breathes like a sigh of relief.
Sorry, what did you say?
He just kind of breathes a sigh of relief, like, oh good, she's not going to turn me in or kill me.
Yeah. And I shrug my shoulders and I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, not going to give you a hard time about that, but I mean, what with the whole trying really hard not to die thing that I've spent most of my life doing, haven't really had a chance to talk to other Wraithborn, see what other skills people might have. I assume we're not all the same.
Of course not.
Oh,
now, if there's nothing more, I really will be going. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I see you're very busy here, taking over whatever this fine establishment that you've so wrongly taken from Van Tassel. I won't judge you. That's your business. Maybe you had it coming to him.
Like the kidnapping thing, though, like, and then I sort of shrug. I'm like, well, I guess I can't really see any reason to keep you here, but like, really, why were you here though? Like, what were you guys doing?
Can't tell you that.
I mean, you could. Maybe the right phrasing is you won't tell me. But why is that?
Also true. I don't think you should know. Or can know.
Okay. Well, not really into the whole keeping people against their will thing. So how that worked out for Van Tassel. So I mean, I guess you can go. Say it like a question.
Stick him in that room with that king dude.
He slowly stands up on the floor and just kind of looks at you. It says, "You don't know about Van Tassel, right?"
Just kind of look at him like
a short step towards the door.
I mean, I don't really stop him from trying to leave, and I'm like, I don't. I sort of like shrug my shoulders. Like, I don't.
Takes another step towards the door. Says, "You really did just take his place, right?"
kind of like reach out a hand and like grab him. I'm like, okay. So many cryptic comments. Please explain. Like, I'm trying to do the right thing here, which is really tough because there's a lot of like morally gray situations, both us stealing this guy's house,
Sure.
but also you being found invisible in said house.
He just kind of
like,
goes. He sighs a little bit, and he walks back into the room. He goes over to the nightstand, opens the drawer, and roots around a little bit, and he pulls out a charcoal stick. Walks back over towards the wall. He starts drawing on the wall, and he starts drawing this symbol. It looks like the symbol you saw in the study, like the Illuminati-ish symbol.
Okay.
He draws it out, and he goes, "What's this? Do you know what this is?" Taps on it.
I sort of like shrug my shoulders. I'm like, that is a picture of something. Don't really know what.
Beautiful. He tosses a charcoal stick in the air, brushes his hands off, and says that I will be going. I have nothing to say to you.
You ruined it. You should have lied.
I sort of grab his arm again. I'm like, no. We keep finding this everywhere. Explain.
Why should I? It's not to be explained unless you already understand. If you already understand, you don't need it explained. Ergo,
Well, then
it should never be explained to anyone. You either know or you don't. You are or you aren't. And you, miss, are not.
But I could be. Then I would just be that I am.
He looks at you. It seems you've confused him. And he kind of points at the symbol, says, taps on it, and he goes, "Me?" Taps again, he goes, "Van Tassel." And he points at you, not you. Need to know, you understand.
Well, I need to know.
Roll me negotiation.
I swear to God, if this guy's the great one.
I am the great one.
Which we said I was going to be pissed if it turned out to be a goblin.
Oh, did you? This is not the great one.
Okay. I'm gonna pay to boost that.
Oh, 16.
Good thing I did.
16. And he goes, "But we're not supposed to tell anyone. That's the point. We'll see without being seen things."
I've told some people, which is how people know to begin with.
Leave it to a gobber to spill some information.
He like runs a hand through his hair and scratches his head and says, "I really needed to speak with Van Tassel. It's important. Important." And he taps the symbol again. Business.
Well, you can't speak with Van Tassel, so speak to me instead.
He like leans against the wall and slides down to sit on the floor. Oh, this is gonna come back to bite me. We need to do, it's important, so I guess. Have you ever heard of the Watchers?
Out of character for a second, Mike, have we ever talked about this in game before?
Nope.
Okay. I shake my head. I'm like, no.
That's because no one talks about it.
I like nod. I'm like, uh-huh. Go on.
Sighs again. Says the Watchers, the unknown guild. I'm a part of, Van Tassel was a part of, but now he's dead. I had important information to share with him related to it. Now what am I supposed to do?
I shrug my shoulders. I'm like, I don't know. Can I help?
He sighs. And he climbs up to his feet again and he goes, "Oh, I am just the worst watcher. I shouldn't be talking to you at all." And he starts like pointing at the symbols, like they're around the, the smaller like runes. He starts pointing. He points at one and says, "To see without being seen, to hear without being heard, to smell without being smelled, to taste without being tasted, and to feel without being felt. I am just the worst."
That sounds dirty.
You're not here. And he turns to look at you, Josephine. He says, "Some time ago, well, first you must understand, watchers are just as we sound like. We watch. It's very important to, information is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Us watchers, we had a bit of very, very, very important information. It was stolen. I have recently learned where a part of that very, very, very important information is said to be. I was supposed to tell Van Tassel about it. Something could be done about it. And now he's dead. And here I am telling you all my secrets."
Yeah, I have that effect on people. But really, though, I mean, I could help. Maybe. Possibly? Possibly. We could maybe help you.
Why would you help me?
I shrugged my shoulders and I was like, I don't know. Like, why not? Spent my entire life being terrified of being found out as Wraithborn, and now I found out apparently there's just tons of us everywhere. Just like living these lives, and making choices, and doing stuff. Which I feel like I've been really missing out on.
You don't even know the
So,
half of
why
how
not?
many are out there. There are many more Wraithborn than you would ever believe. And that is precisely what's brought us to that point. For that very, very, very important information was a list.
Of all of us.
He nods. But I know where part of it is.
Well, that's terrifying to think that someone might have that.
You're telling me.
I am telling you. I just told you.
I'm hearing you, yes.
What the fuck?
Good. Well, now I actually want to help you. This has moved past, like, a mere curiosity into a, like, actual real desire. Please let me help you.
That's fantastic. Well, apparently, we still don't have any idea who took it, where it really went. But it seems to be being sold off. This list as it is. And a portion of it, I know where it's going. Where it's going to be.
That sounds like the kind of thing I can help you with.
So we need
and my friends, like they would probably need to come too. More people, just better.
No, I shouldn't even be speaking to you.
I kind of look at him and I'm like, well, if you'd been speaking to Van Tassel, what were you expecting him to do? Just like run in on your own and like try to get it back?
Oh, God no. He starts like pointing at like the little tenants that are like on the board, the see without being seen. No, we're just to figure out where it came from. Sure, take that piece back if we could, but once someone has information, it doesn't really matter if the physical part is taken or not.
I suppose so, but I mean, if you get the physical part back, you can at least limit the number of people who are going to see it. Particularly getting in the way of whoever actually wants that.
He scratches his chin, says, I suppose.
I mean, I feel like maybe you guys are lacking manpower, just like a little bit.
We're not as few as you think. Though I suppose we're probably not as many either. Although I don't really know what you
few
think.
enough that you wouldn't think to get it back.
Something we're working on.
Well, then let's work on it.
And kind of like looks at you quizzically and... Where do you want to help me?
Sort of shrug my shoulders on the... Well, why not? Sounds like you guys have the better or best interests of other Wraithborns on your minds. I wouldn't mind making the world a little less terrible for people like me.
He kind of shrugs his shoulders. We're not really supposed to concern ourselves with any matter. We're just trying to take back the information we had in the first place. To be assembled and protected, not to for others to have. Really more collectors, you understand.
I shrug my shoulders. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's fine. But regardless, now that you've allowed this information to escape, I feel like maybe you need to, like, broaden your horizons a bit in, you know, looking for assistance to get it back.
So he goes, fine, I accept. He holds out his hand for like a handshake.
I reach out my hand.
He shakes it with both his hands. He goes, but be warned. There's always a watcher watching. Don't double cross me.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
And he makes like spooky fingers. He goes, we know things you couldn't even imagine.
Always watching.
Yeah.
I kind of like also make this spooky fingers thing, so I'm just like, haha, whatever, buddy. Okay.
What are you gonna do to me?
Yeah. I just let him leave. I tell him to keep.
Okay. He kind of
He's gonna walk right by me though.
It's gonna be great. He's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you?"
He'll just make himself invisible again.
You gonna keep this from me, you horrible person?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna like force him to.
Yeah. So yeah, this gobbler he leaves, and he steps outside the door of the bedroom, and he stops for a minute. And you see he clenches fists, and he looks down, and he unbuttons the pants, and he takes the pants off, and he just kind of tosses them back into the room and shakes his legs out loud, and he goes, "Oh, much better." You see him tense up a little bit, and shake a little bit, and then he kind of shimmers out of view.
Okay. I just sort of shrug my shoulders. And I'm like, damn, and I'm like, I kind of wish I'd had that kind of gift. That is cool.
You make people internally bleed and suck their life from them. What more do you want?
Cool as it is.
To be a master thief. It's so cool and also way less work.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I just imagine that in the entire conversation, Mick's just in the background snoring loudly.
Yeah, he's out. I don't know.
Well, I guess what I'm asking, I kind of figure Mick's kind of tied up for at least the day. Alistair, I mean, you're gonna grind out some stuff for a while. Josephine, is there anything else? Is there anything you want to do immediately? Now that your visit with this guy has ended.
Go and give Alistair the Cliff Notes version of what just happened.
So you immediately head in, you find Alistair working at his desk, frantically trying to finish the forgery on some of these important transfer of property documents. You give him the Cliff Notes. It's weird invisible gobber. It's in Mick's room. Claims he's part of this Watcher guild. They just watch things. It's super creepy. Some weird, suggestive tendency, he said. Yeah, spilled the beans to me. He claims that one of their super secret information, a list of Wraithborn, was stolen. They found a piece of it. He knows where it's going to be. You agreed to help him, and now he's gone.
He didn't tell you where, though.
Oh yeah, he told you no information about it. Go ahead, Alistair.
Did you hit your head?
I kind of give Alistair a look. I'm like, no. Thank you for the sarcastic and unhelpful comment there, bud.
Okay. So let me get this straight. There was another person in my house and you let him walk away.
That's all he cares about.
I think it's cute that you think this is just your house, but I mean, yeah, I guess the rest of that's fairly accurate.
Well, my name's on the thing, so yeah, it is just mine.
He's like, it's mine now.
I got my like fake homeowners documents.
As far as those jokers out there are concerned, it is real.
I shrug my shoulder. I'm like, yeah, but I know the truth.
Yeah, from
Also,
the
I like you. I just don't murder people indiscriminately.
Not indiscriminately, they're just in my way, and they won't help me. So then they need to get out of my way.
Yeah, that sounds like you're just, indiscriminately, right? I mean, that's a pretty, like, vague and broad set of descriptions. Let's be honest here.
What am I supposed to do? Ask nicely?
Have you literally ever tried that once?
No.
Broke his brain.
What are you, friggin' insane? Ask nicely. These like friggin'. If I try to ask nicely to these jackholes over in the lower district, they friggin' laugh at me.
Well, I mean, context is important. But have you ever thought that there's maybe like a middle ground between asking nicely and just murdering the hell out of them?
No.
No. Cool.
Remember, you got to work on your people.
Well, anyways, that's really all I had to say to you. I'm gonna just go do.
So yeah. Good luck with that. Have fun.
Yeah. No. It's gonna be good. I just like walk away.
Yeah.
It's like he's not gonna help you.
Anything else you want to do in the immediacy? Okay. So we'll fast forward a little bit in this day. Mick's sleeping, Alistair's working, Josephine, you're doing whatever. In the evening, kind of towards evening hours, there's knocking at the front door. Pound, pound, pound. And then, like, you're still working, still trying to finish up. You're getting pretty close. We'll assume you kind of focus on just the important stuff. Basically, the papers that will say that Van Tassel gave or sold the business, transferred it to you.
Yeah, that he's gone. He went on like vacation or done whatever.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to get into first. Yeah, not quite there. There's a lot of things to sign over. You're getting pretty close. Pound, pound, pound at the door. Aurelia like flies out of her bedroom. Door flies open. She goes, "I got it. Don't worry. Delay, delay, delay." And she prances out. She's wearing like just shimmery dresses, like just dragging behind her. And she flies down the stairs.
Just like look at her, just like.
Yeah, you hear the
like
door open.
Kid in a candy store.
Yeah, you hear the front door open. Aurelia exclaims some greeting or something. And then after a couple of moments, she like walks through the office again, leading some businessman-looking fellow like by the arm. And she's just skipping along, leading him, and then she like just head in there, and she like gestures to her bedroom. She goes in, and she kind of looks back at you, Alistair, as you're at the desk, and she just whispers like, "I'll stall him as long as I can. Are you almost done? This is the guy. I told him the paperwork was in order."
I just have this like stunned look on my face, like I don't know what I was expecting. Like at one hand that I'm like, maybe she would just like, be regular and just talk to him and flirt a little bit for a while. And on the other hand, it's like, I'm not surprised. It's like, yeah, I'm almost done. I almost got the important stuff done. I just need a little more time.
She makes like just elaborate, just like, always up to me, isn't it? She disappears into her room.
You're the best.
She pushed her head back out again. She said, "Don't you forget it. Just door again." Yeah, after you continue to work, just finish up the last few lines, and you hear noises coming from her room. To be clear, they don't sound like anything you would recognize as noises you'd expect to hear at a brothel. But something's going on in there. She's entertaining him somehow.
I don't want to know. Whatever. He said he was like a little weird, so I don't know. Whatever. I'm not
nice
judging.
guy, weird taste.
I'm not gonna judge him, but I also certainly don't want to know.
So, after a little bit, she pokes her head back out again. She goes, "Are you done yet? Come on, can't keep this up all night."
Am I done?
We'll say at this point you think, you've kind of got the important stuff done. Maybe some of the secondary forms, not quite there, but you've pretty much gotten, you forged like a letter of, basically like intent, signed by, Van Tassel that says, I'm giving or, transferring, the full wealth of my company, my properties, blah, 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 to, Alistair Parson, yada, yada, yada. Then, of course, you have to accompany the actual forms for each thing, for the house, for the company. And you got some of those in order, but you've got the gist of it.
All right. I just a few more minutes. I just need to look over my work just to make sure it's perfect.
She goes, yeah, fine. Shuts the door again.
All right. Just want to make sure check everything, make sure everything's
okay,
solid before we do this.
Okay. Josephine, I'll say, I'm like, that, you kind of, whatever you're doing or up to, you know that Aurelia is, is up and around. Someone else is, visiting in the house. Not the Alistair told you, that an important person was coming over or not. I don't believe he did.
Cool.
So, I don't know what you're up to. You don't have to be up to anything.
I don't think I'd be up to anything in particular.
Okay.
She's sleeping again.
Well, no, like keeping half an eye on Mick, maybe like wandering around, maybe like checking out the weird tower rooms, because I can probably walk in there without being hurt.
Okay. So, which one did you want to check out?
Well, they're both pretty much I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll check out whichever one is closest to Mick's room. Okay. Because they're both more or less the same looking, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the two identical ones on the second floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So while Alistair's hastily trying to double check his work, make sure everything's good, and Aurelia's doing God knows what, Mick's passed out, dead to the world. You go to one of the rooms. You open the door, touch your hand. Door goes across. Door slides across. Before it was, filled with ash. It was spooky. Things were going down. You don't see anything like that. What you do see are 8 armored men in the middle of the room, sitting cross-legged in the middle of the symbol that was carved on the floor.
What the?
I think when you think of myself, my Aunt Alistair is going to be so mad.
There's a door.
That's when she just opens it and just looks in, just close.
First, just quick roll me a lore check. Alistair, you're running a hotel.
Apparently.
Hey, I'm like, they're not even paying me too. I'm getting mad. I'm not even making any money from that.
Oh my god, that is the lowest.
They're all wearing matching uniformed armor. Like they are organized soldiers of some sort. You don't recognize any of the symbols on it. You don't recognize the design of the armor, but they're all matching.
Are they having like a conversation, or are they just like sitting there?
They are sitting cross-legged. Well, their legs are crossed and like they're sitting on their heels in a circle. As you open the door and you kind of stand there just like looking at them, they all look up and look over at you. They don't say anything.
Don't engage, don't engage, don't engage.
Abort mission.
Hi.
Oh, damn it.
I like wave a little bit. I'm like, So you're all just sitting on the floor, huh?
They all like in unison,
Vampire
like take a hand and like bang it off like their metal breastplates, like together, just, like it's almost like a greeting. And one looks at you, the other one nearest you, and says, "We are awaiting the king. We are to escort him."
Oh God. I kind of like nod a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go get him, and I will be right back. Close the door.
Again, they bang their breastplates. And you shut the door.
I imagine afterwards I just kind of like sit down on the ground and I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this house?
It's like I have sense of disturbance in the force. It's like Josephine is doing something that is so retarded.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? It's not my fault all these fucking random people keep coming to this house.
Close the door! We pretend that they're not... Pretend that they don't exist. We keep them locked in, and they'll never get out.
Alistair, can you roll me a detection roll, please?
Oh my god.
Here comes the nude gobber.
Screaming as he runs through the room, just a naked guy. Okay. You don't sense any disturbance on the force. No.
Oh. Alright, whatever. It's like right down the hall. You can like literally see it. Anyway.
Yeah, well, you're busy working, trying to shut off the noise you're hearing coming from Aurelia's bedroom.
Busy. Yeah, it's like right there. I'm like, oh god.
He's like,
so Josephine, you up to anything now?
At this point, I feel like I've given up on attempting to do anything ever,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna go like find a room to hang out and like read a book quietly.
Beautiful.
We have a library.
I'm gonna go hang out in the library.
Okay. Alistair, you double checked your stuff. You think it's good?
All right. Might as well get this done. It's gonna be this and my bullshitting abilities. Should be fun.
Woo!
You
All right. I get up and I hesitantly like knock on the door.
Okay. I knock. After a minute, it opens. Raya, her head appears. Tell me you're ready.
Yeah, we're good.
Finally.
He's trying to peek through.
Side note, you owe me 3 new dresses. And she shuts the door in your face. After a moment or two, the door opens again, and out walks the businessman. He's just kind of straightening out his cuffs a little bit, and he walks over and... Mr. Parson, I understand we have some business to take care of. Your sister has kind of given me the gist of it. That Van Tassel Gorgeous Weatherman III has decided to part ways with his holdings in his company, his property. Will he be joining us this evening?
No, he's, retirement, he's the rich, and he wants to enjoy life.
He just nods. I heard he did find a nice spot to settle down. It's a shame he had to leave so soon. Your sister assures me that he left the appropriate forms and paperwork with you. We're just here to do the number crunching and all the dirty work.
Well, that's my specialty.
Okay. Well, let's get down to it. I'll just need to review some files and we'll fill out some forms of our own. And I can kind of get this process moving. And he comes over, he sits at the chair like facing your desk. As you kind of get settled in, you notice that it appears that at one point he may have been wearing lipstick, and there's a earring that you know is Aurelia's in his ear.
All right.
Just ignore it.
A little flavor for you, that's all. Just
Oh,
painting you a picture.
He's gonna be like super stiffly handing him the stuff like, "Don't touch me."
so all right. So shall we begin? Sit down.
Yeah, certainly. He pulls out a little folio and pulls out some papers. So this is, first, I'd like to see. I assume you have a written statement of intent as well as some forms for the individual assets.
Yes, I do.
Hand over the papers.
I'll hand it over.
Okay. Yeah. He has it. He starts looking through them and pouring over line by line. At some point, Aurelia slips out of her bedroom and she walks behind the desk, behind the guy, and she just gives you this stare. She slowly just walks by and leaves her room. So he looks at her and goes, "Oh, this seems to be in order." Yep. Okay. All right. He looks through his folio, pulls out some forms. I'll need you to go over and fill in your information here. Information about you, so we can get things signed over in your name, link to your accounts with the financial establishments, and so on. You understand?
Yes, I'll standard procedure. I assume.
Roll me a forgery check or skill roll forgery.
You best be boosting this.
Yeah, boost it.
Okay.
It's awful.
You're lucky you boosted that.
He rolled it. Well, he only got 1 point off that extra die.
5-2. What? At 1 point, 13's better than 12.
He looks over here and he says, okay, this all seems pretty good. I think there are some secondary forms I will have to send over and have you complete. Seems you have left some of his assets away that I know he possesses, but it's really kind of small potatoes at this point. I think the meat of it's here.
Yeah, so we just deal with the important stuff for right now. Don't need to worry about that.
Can't be trying now that he's so quickly left the area. It makes things a little bit more difficult, but at least it seems he took care of his end of things before he went off. And neatens up the papers they took from you, and he slides them in his folio and says, feel free to take your time on those forms. A lot of stuff to get through. I can be back another time. You can either contact me or have your sister. Let me know when you're ready. I'll start working on this on my end, getting this stuff filed away. It will take some time. You understand, get everyone updated, everything switched over, property, and the like. And he gives you a business card, just name and address and that kind of stuff.
Oh, thank you. I stand up and then shake his hand.
Shakes your hand. He goes, "Oh, I think that." It's canon. Wet, clammy hand.
Yes.
He goes, we'll be in touch, Mr. Parsons, and I say congratulations on this new you've acquired here.
Yes.
I'm sure you already know already, but I think Van Tassel kept everything in good standing. Should be a fairly profitable endeavor for you.
Well, I just hope I can live up to his name, live up to his standards of this place.
I trust you will. If there's not anything else, I can be on my way.
Yeah.
Okay. He starts walking out, and just as he's leaving, Aurelia's coming back in, and they kind of almost bump into each other, and awkwardly kind of try to step away. But then just as he's passing her, leave the door, she reaches out and very skillfully snaps the earring takes out of his ear. And he pretends he grabs his ear, but he pretends not to notice, and you hear him leave the house. Aurelia just looks at you, and she's holding out her arm at arm's length, just dangling, the earring from her fingertips. It says, "And you owe me a new set of earrings." She just drops it on your desk and walks into her room.
Oh, wow.
I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was great.
You're well on your way to establishing your clothing empire.
Woo!
May you
I'm
make
close.
lots of fine shirts and blouses.
Yeah. I don't want to go to that party.
I don't want to go to a party.
Oh,
I
that's
don't want
too
to
bad.
talk to people.
Well, you're not
I
going.
don't want to socialize.
Get you a nice tuxedo.
It's going to be one of those things where Alistair goes by himself and he leaves us at the manor, and then stuff's going to happen.
He comes back
Yeah.
He comes back late that night or the next day, and it's just burned to the ground.
Yeah, no, it's like it's on fire.
Yeah.
And there's just
one of the towers has
Mick is just sitting in the front yard like, I don't know what happened.
Like, I sit in the front yard like a dog that's just like, I didn't do it.
I don't know what happened. I was pouring a bowl of cereal.
I was making
No
me
clue.
some cereal, and then everything just went to flames, man.
Just exploded.
What me?
Just exploded. I don't know how to make a bomb.
Okay. Take your 3 experience points, everyone.
Yay, I get experience points for being unconscious the entire time.
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
Mick had a very boring session.
2 occupational skills.
Ooh.